Oh, folks, it is Saturday, June 14th in the United States and Canada, and this is a What Chaos Stanley Cup Final Watch-Along presented by Mando and PrizePicks. What we got? Pete has gotten up. Oh, yes. I saw people making faces at each other. That's the wrong number. Oh, I got it. My bad. Sorry. Just sending out an Instagram post to get more people in here.
That's the wrong number.
Did you finish your presented by?
Presented by Mando and PrizePicks. Do I have more to say?
I mean, kinda.
Let me see. Spring training for all of us.
This could be the penultimate game.
I know
the NHL season, my friends.
Sean, is there a copy to?
Yeah, it's the thing I sent you last time.
Okay, I just hold on. I got to send out this Instagram thing, and I don't have it in front of me.
Anyway, nailing this.
We'll say hello and then we'll get to it. I apologize. We don't have the reads right now. Sean, what are our bets? Says Michael Curtis.
I don't know. I hadn't thought that far ahead.
I have Sergei Bobrovsky over 27.5 saves.
More than
27.5 saves. Apologies.
Sean, you send it?
I have more than 27.5 saves, and I have an Evan Bouchard goal tonight.
Evan Bouchard goal I really like. I did myself a little oil man you know what, and I did two Evander Kane shots on goal, which is kind of risky. I did a Connor McDavid goal. I did a Jeff Skinner point, and I did... That may have been it. I may have had another shot on goal in there, but we're also going to prize pick in just a second. I've got Jeff Skinner to score the first goal.
Oh, what are the odds on that?
Extremely high. By the way, this is presented by Mando. Head to shopmando.com and use the code WhatChaos for $5 off a starter pack. And PrizePicks, download the PrizePicks app today and use code WhatChaos. Get $50 instantly when you play $5 PrizePicks. Run your game.
That's right. Am I doing the Mando?
That's just the presenting sponsor read. You'll have reads during the intermission.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. How are we feeling? I'm hitting anxiety times with the NHL season, knowing how much is at stake in this game, and kind of the highs and lows of last game. I was a disaster last game.
You were?
Yeah.
I saw that from you, by the way, that it is the last game that you can say this is not the last game.
You can confidently, yes. This is the last game you don't have to worry about it being the last game. I feel like we're all resigned to this going 7, but you still got to worry. I mean, okay, 2/3 of us are resigned to this going 7. Yeah, Sean, you nodding your head?
Yeah.
Resignation to it going 7 is a bit of a takeaway.
No, not when it was said at the outset. It has no reflection
true. If you
on
said
what
at the
we've
beginning,
seen.
yes. If you said, I did not say it at the beginning.
I had held firm on the going 7 no matter what since the very beginning.
I think anything is possible, which I guess includes a team winning 2 games in a row. But if I had to guess, I think it's going 7.
My only hope, because of our light travel plans, We're planning on traveling to Florida if the Edmonton Oilers win tonight. I only hope that if it goes 7, that the Edmonton Oilers don't win tonight. Because I don't want to go to Florida and then have to go to Edmonton from Florida.
That's fair for you.
It's tough. Yeah. I mean, from a strictly travel perspective, I would rather this. I mean, I guess from a strictly travel perspective, the Panthers just win 2 straight games. Then we don't have to travel because I don't want to get on a plane. Outside of that.
And you're a cat guy.
And I'm a cat guy, yeah. Outside of that, then I guess I would guess I'd rather the Panthers win tonight so we could skip the Florida thing and just go to Edmonton.
We discussed at length the Calvin Pickard versus Stuart Skinner, the decision on who gets the net in Game 5. I believe that we were all pretty firmly expecting Calvin Pickard to get the net.
Mm-hmm. And indeed he is.
You were like maybe talking yourself into Stu.
No, I was saying that there is a very sensible argument for Stu. There is like big time reason to go with Stu. Did you want me to repeat that?
No, I was just wondering, like, over the last day or so, like, thinking about it, did you end up in more?
I kept going to the way I ended every time, and I posted it on X, formerly known as Twitter, this morning with, like, the pros and the cons, and I didn't even put the risk of what happens if you reach a point where you feel you have to go back to Stu, and have you ruined him, which you've convinced me I don't think you have, but the team is 2 wins away from winning the Stanley Cup. You go with who you think they're going to play better in front of. And I'm more confident in how they will play in front. Like, there's no way they are comfortable going into this game. You know? Like, there's no way they're going in being like, let's feel this one out. Let's see where it goes. Like, they are going to, in the best way, be extremely on their shit. Sometimes that throws people off their game, but just knowing you have your backup in, there's no way they're going to fuck around the first few minutes. Famous last words. By the way, there is a Instagram thing out if we want to repost that.
I was looking at the Calvin Pickard save total tonight. It's 25.5. So I dug into the numbers. 9 appearances. Obviously, not all of them have been starts, but 9 appearances this postseason. He's only had to make 25 or more saves twice in 9 appearances, and he's 7-0.
Was one of them an overtime game?
One of them was an overtime game.
At least one of them had to. Maybe both of them? Game 3 or 4 against the Kings, or game 2 against the Knights, right? He played all those games.
I don't believe that he had to make...
That's even more to the point, Eli.
But yeah, I mean, like, at home with a little bit of momentum, not a ton like of workload, usually on his plate. I like the under on saves on Pickard. Plus, there's always the opportunity that he gets lit up in the first period and then they go back to Stu, just like the Game 4 script, and then you can cash that ticket as well.
Okay, we are going to successfully PrizePicks because PrizePicks has been nice enough to present this. Don't forget, download the app today. Use code WhatChaos. Get $50 instantly when you play $5 PrizePicks. Run your game. I believe we have just a few minutes to get this in. So, boys, let's do it. What are we liking? Let's log in.
Got
what are we doing?
14 minutes.
What's that?
14 minutes.
It's doing 14 minutes for us?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, remember the other night? It pulled the plug early.
It seemed quite early. I don't remember exactly what time it was, but it was definitely before puck drop.
It was a quick whistle, Sean.
Yes.
It was a quick whistle. It had us on a very short leash.
Frederick
saves is one of the options.
Did that go like official? Has that been reported?
What's that?
Matt in the chat says Frederick at 3.5 times 8 is brutal. Did that go announced or anything?
I don't know if anyone announced it. I said that early in the week we heard that it was 8 years, and I said mid 3 range because as this is not a double sourced thing and it's not real reporting, but what I would say is trust Elliot Friedman, who reported a while ago that it looks like something's gonna happen there.
Yep. And 8-year term for Trent Frederick is bananas,
Here's a
regardless of the
question.
number.
Maybe wait,
Is Elon's dumb fucking app working for you guys? Because it's not currently
No.
working for me.
did somebody? Maybe by the way, somebody did report it, but let me see.
I just Googled or searched on Twitter, and I don't see anything like new popping up.
I think no. Someone just said in the chat that he was going to get that, and then someone responded, "That's brutal."
Oh. Okay.
We got sources in chat. Love it.
Corey Perry, shots on goal over 2.5 is a goblin. That can gobble my you-know-whats, quite frankly, because I'm not touching it. Rico, 9 face-offs 1. Face-offs 1 isn't a fun thing to prize pick.
Fuck that.
Calvin
Boosh.
Pickard over 20. I'm not touching saves. Matthias Ekholm.
Touch the Bobrovsky saves, man. He's gonna get
More?
He's gonna get at least 30.
I mean, they are not taking him out no matter what. Yeah. Do we do over 25.5? That's a
low number.
Wait, that's a goblin. That's not a demon. It's a goblin. It's
What is the
goblin,
demon,
bro? Oh, wait. The demon is... Oh, okay. So it's 29.5 is the regular degular.
Okay.
And the goblin is 24.5. Sean, you're eating. I always say, Sean, you're making a face. I want to start pointing out when Sean's doing other things.
29.5. More than.
You would do more than 20. That's like...
I just said it. He's gonna get at least 30.
So if you think he's going to get at least 30 and you're trying to win a prize pick,
Yes.
I think you take the thing furthest from 30. But if you want to roll the dice, I could definitely see
42 in each of the first 2 games in Edmonton.
Yeah.
He needed 42 saves. Granted, both those games went to overtime, but still.
One of them went to double overtime.
Rachel, hello? Feeling nice?
Oh, we might have a minute. It says that we have more time, but I just never know. Connor McDavid, the demon is over half a goal. Absolutely hitting that. Do we have Jeff in here?
Someone mentioned in the chat. Did you see how the Abbotsford game ended last night?
The Abbotsford game?
Yeah.
No.
It was fucking insane. They scored. I forget who they're playing. Fuck. Whoever Abbotsford was playing scored off the face-off in overtime. But then they celebrated and everything, like bench cleared. They called it off because the goalie wasn't set yet.
Wow.
So they went back and they restarted the game. And then
Lane
Abbotsford
violation.
and then Abbotsford scored and won a few minutes later.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it was a tough pill to swallow.
Jeff Skinner is a demon for over half a point. I am schmammering that. Do we do flex play or power play?
I do not know.
Power play is you got to hit 3 out of, you got to hit them all. Flex play is you, let's say, 2x if you get all but one, or your 3x if you do all of them.
That is a you decision.
I'm doing power play. Doing it all. Let's see.
Huh? I do. It's on my keychain.
We want to do any shots on goal? Sam Reinhart, Carter Verhaeghe, Bouchard. Over 2.5 shots on goal is a... Oh my God. Over 5.5 shots on goal. That is a demon and a half.
I mean, first 3 games, he had 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, wait. No, I'm good. Evander
Sammy
Kane.
Blais scored in the Calder Cup for Abbotsford. I'm assuming that's what the Sammy Blais reference was. It's a name I haven't heard in quite some time.
All right, I submitted my lineup. I did.
Dude, Elon sucks. I can't believe this shit.
That's right. She Loves is the goaltender for Abbotsford. Very
Would
nice.
make sense. I know
Wait,
excuse me, Arshdeep Baines is down there.
I thought you were gonna say I know that Arshdeep Baines went off, as in like I know that guy's down there cooking, and I was like, yeah, he did.
What is for dinner tonight, says John Evans. That is a good question. I have not eaten, so I had a unbelievable chicken Caesar wrap earlier today. That is fed me all day long.
I'm currently eating Chipotle. Forgot how spicy the Chipotle honey chicken is. A
Yeah.
little more of a kick than I remember.
That'll bite you back.
That's the way I like it, though.
You got like the honey chicken?
Yeah, Chipotle
Honey
honey
chicken
chicken.
is so good.
It's so
Chipotle.
good.
Bangs.
Just straight up candy. I went to Anna's Taqueria today.
The
Kid in the
fat suit?
sumo wrestler.
Yeah.
Mm.
What is this jacket that Jackie's
Jackie
wearing?
have jeans sewed into her jacket? Because it kind of looks
Oh
like
yeah,
a
that's
jean.
damn.
What is going on here?
Jackie likes to take swings. I can respect
Yeah.
that.
Jackie does take swings and usually knocks it out of the park.
And also, famously, Jackie is a woman on TV, and I'm not white knighting here, they are not afforded the same opportunity as men on TV who can seriously own 2 blazers and 1 shirt and 1 pair of pants and can do that shit all season long. It's like women on TV, it's like an episode of Friends. Like on Friends, every character had however many episodes there were worth of clothes.
Mm.
It ain't right. Is Twitter being cyber attacked? Maybe.
I love this guy. Just nice little smile. Just
That
hanging
guy-
out there, enjoying himself.
Very wholesome,
Yeah.
very awkward.
Yeah.
Nothing nefarious going on.
And he's like, how about this? I like that jacket, that little wind piece that guy's got.
What's the musical performance outside Rogers Place?
I would look on Twitter, but I can't.
Oh, yeah. I think that actually I might be getting Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no problem with my Twitter right now.
We have breaking news from Dan Powers.
Uh-oh.
I think one goalie tonight is going to have a monster game. I think he dropped a word. I'm not sure yet, but it's happening. Which goalie has a monster game? Dan's feeling it.
I mean, if I'm going to pick one, I'm going to pick Sergei Bobrovsky. We haven't gotten the unbelievable Sergei Bobrovsky game yet, and maybe we just won't in this series. But
Yeah.
if we're going to get one, it's probably going to be from Bob. No disrespect
Yeah.
to Calvin Pickard.
You guys see you see TSN asking the hard questions? Is Draisaitl the greatest sidekick in NHL history?
Ooh.
What do we think? Embrace
I'm going
the
to
fate.
say no. I think Malkin is a better sidekick because he's an actual sidekick. Like, this is more
a good
the
answer.
Avengers.
Someone new to hockey said, asked, wait, is he really a sidekick? And is this disrespectful to people who like are sidekicks? It's like not winning 6th man of the year because for some reason a team got the 6th best player in the league. And you're like, I'm an actual 6th man. I got somebody in my mentions today over Hart stuff and was like, here's the thing. Draisaitl plays on a line with McDavid. And I was like, haven't done this in a while. I'm ready.
What about Yager? Would Yager classify as a sidekick? I think that he would, and he was a pretty good fucking sidekick.
I think he might have been the best player on some of those Penguins teams, though. Let's see.
I mean, not when Mario was there.
Maybe.
I don't know, Mario was one of the Mount Rushmore players.
I mean, Mario, was he retired?
Bo-bo-doo-doo.
Where the
Stuart Skinner. Messing with Vitek Vanacek during warm-ups.
Really?
Yep.
Awesome.
Lightly.
It's my goalie. Yeah, damn, no. You're right. I would have thought that 149-point season. Wait. Damn. Life's not fair. Jaromir Jagr had 149 points in 1995. And Mario Lemieux had 161.
Jesus Christ.
In 12 fewer games.
Jesus Christ. I was going to ask, do you consider mess on Gretzky's Oilers sidekick?
That's more of a sidekick. I don't know. Sidekick is it would be like if like Pete and I do this show together. It would be like if one of us was called the sidekick of the other, where just like responsibility wise, that's just not really what's going on. You know, like sidekick is like Batman doesn't stay home and be like, Robin, you need to do Batman stuff today. Robin does something different than Batman. He don't got it like Batman.
Yeah.
Leon Draisaitl, saw me for this before. McDavid and Draisaitl are the only two players in the league who a lot of what they do, nobody else can do. So I can't say that Draisaitl's a sidekick.
Yeah, I definitely would not say that Draisaitl is a sidekick. I would definitely say that like there is. They might be the only team in the league that their two best players, one of them is like not a sidekick.
Avs. I don't think you can say that.
Yeah, it's also very true. Yeah, fair.
Yeah. It's also hard when they don't, like, respectfully, like, if you want to call Zach Hyman a sidekick, like, he's known for running shotgun with this guy who is kind of the face of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
How do you view the Florida Panthers? Do they even have a Batman?
Oh, I think that like depending, like if they're playing together,
I mean, Kachuk and Barkov.
Barkov is the
top two.
Yeah,
I would say he's their Batman.
Who is?
Barkov's their Batman.
I would agree, but
I was going to say that like Sam Bennett is a sidekick. Like Matthew Kachuk is the Batman of that line, and Sam Bennett is a sidekick, and he's an awesome sidekick. Speaking of which, oh my God, I've had this buried for so long. I've meant to bring it up in text messages with you bros. Wanted to do it on a show at some point. Maybe we'll do it Monday. There'll probably be other things to talk about. Why haven't we talked about Sam Bennett to the Bruins? Boy, doesn't that sound like something they would do.
Yeah, it does. But
if he were from like Minnesota, then it's guaranteed.
I feel like it's been a month now that it's been like he's going to one of two places.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's more like why would Sam Bennett choose the Bruins? And also I have a healthy dose of skepticism when it comes to the Bruins throwing money at a free agent that isn't necessarily a driver, because they did that last year to plug holes and it backfired.
Yeah. Did that. Done it a lot of times over the years. I'm also saying, like, until Jack Eichel resigns in Vegas, Bruins, you're probably not going to be that good anyway. Just like keep some cash squirreled aside. Just keep it squirreled away.
I don't hate that.
I cannot express how fucking much I'd hate Jack Eichel if he was a Boston Bruin.
Yeah.
Like,
he would be on this show regularly. You would leave.
All-time enemy, like all-time. It would be like an all-time villain to my hockey fandom would be Boston Bruin Jack Eichel.
Good.
What do you think would happen? Because like I said, we would have him on the show, and we always we are hanging around there talking and stuff. We'd be like, this is Sean. We usually say Sean's a Sabres fan.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem. Like, I don't know him as a human being. So, like, I don't feel like I say anything as, like, he's a bad guy. And I've acknowledged many times that he's a fucking awesome hockey player.
You know what'd be cool?
I just have to hate him.
At the beginning of the interview, you're testing mics and everything. Be like, everything working all right? Cool. You guys are good to go. and you untuck your chain and you've got one of those huge like Sabres chains they would have at the game, Jack's got to do the whole thing wondering if you're pressing the monster voice button when he talks. What do you know about the monster voice button? That very device that you have right in front of you has a monster voice button. It's the buttons on the right, I believe. I don't
know. Don't they have to be programmed?
The stock ones are like helium, monster. There's all sorts of crazy shit. Hit him with that robot voice every time he talks. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not bad.
Hello.
Jágr and Mario was very similar to Crosby Malkin in terms of sidekickness. Yeah, maybe it's just because I was young and we liked Jágr, like the kids.
Well, because he was young.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was young and cool and new.
Jonathan Chichu in San Jose, big time sidekick.
50 goal guy.
50 goal merchant, says Matt. Bergeron as the sidekick to Marchand was pretty good. Thank you for joining the chat, Adam Jones.
That's so fucking funny. 56 goals, led the NHL in 2006. He did have 37 the next year.
Oh,
Gadjevich, huh?
You guys, thanks. Did you guys see who read the lineup before Game 4
for Oilers?
The Oilers. Zach Hyman.
Ah, hell yeah!
And I'm watching it, and I'm like, Evander Kane is just sitting there, like probably looking straight ahead, being like, I'm gonna have my stick so high. Second, everybody's like, I'm gonna run through a wall for this guy. Evander Kane's like, get me out there. I'm throwing my stick big high. Political corner with Pete and Eichel would be good.
Oh boy.
Sam Bennett to the Canadiens would rock.
That would be pretty awesome. That would be awesome.
Sam Bennett with the Canadiens would be Martin Lapointe with the Bruins, though, where everyone would be like, what the fuck? Where like Martin Lapointe wasn't, I mean, he was winning cups, but he wasn't leading the postseason in goals. But I feel like Canadiens fans would be like, we were sold a bill of goods here. Where most fan bases should know when they sign Sam Bennett, it's not going to look like, it's going to be awesome that you have Sam Bennett. It's going to be too much money, and it's not going to look like what it looks like in Florida.
Here we go.
Ooh. Do you have a prize picks in?
I do not.
Abstaining.
Yes.
Prize picks presenting this one.
What is going on
Mando.
here? We're having some technical difficulties in Edmonton. Don't love that.
I mean, hold on now. Last time this happened, they were forced to show us the Sportsnet feed.
That is, yeah, but that was ESPN.
Oh, was that ESPN?
Right?
No, I think it was TNT. No,
I honestly don't remember.
Sit back. I don't know.
I honestly don't remember. But regardless,
staying off this,
I would have to assume that if the feed were to go down, they would have to do the same thing.
Yeah, but I honestly think that TNT's A crew.
Fair. Yeah, it's not.
I might prefer that over.
At this point, we're still in Gene hours. So if it were to go down right now,
that's true. That's true. That's a good point.
Skylar says, I don't have a horse in this race, but damn, does this feel wrong to Stuart Skinner? I can't imagine how he feels right now, but if they pull this off and they're only halfway there, yeah, history will remember that he didn't play the last two games, but in that moment when they're all celebrating, it's going to be like, you guys did this equally.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, 2 wins left, you cannot care about feelings right now.
I respectfully do not at all, and I'm a softie.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Ryan is correct. It was TNT when they had the issues. That was when they were getting hammered for not being on location. But in that particular game, they were on location.
Yes, that one had nothing to do with it. Right.
You know, it looks pretty good, I will say. You know, like those camo pants that you and I have? The Florida Panthers jersey with the camo pants. I just saw somebody in the crowd behind the bench wearing it, and I was like, that looks pretty good. Panthers got to go back to those older style jerseys, though, man. Those were so much cooler. I feel like their jerseys now, like, they look nice enough, but they don't have much identity to them.
That I agree. I've always liked them, but I agree that they're not particularly special.
I think the best Panthers jersey is the navy reverse retro that they had.
I do love the sleeve patches with the state flag and the panther on top of it.
There's your guy.
Oh my dude.
Robert Clark. What jersey? Oh, you got a Darnell Nurse jersey tonight.
Robert Clark does?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Oh, no. He does 25. It's like the
season.
Yeah. I'd be cool with that, though.
I love Enter Sandman, man. Yeah. Them coming out to Enter Sandman, like, it is so cliche, but it's just awesome. It still hits.
But there's only... How many teams do you think about with that?
That's
some
song?
team. I mean, obviously, Mariano Rivera had that as his song. I know that Edmonton does it because I like Edmonton.
West Virginia.
But yes, yeah. Yeah, it is more in like the kind of free for all. It's a royalty free song.
How many NHL teams can you, off the top of your head, name the song that they come out to?
Great question. I don't even know what the Bruins come out to anymore.
I mean, it used to be Crazy Train, right?
That was the beginning of the second period.
Was it Back in Black?
I mean, they would come out to Cochise by
Audio
Slave. That was the bulk of my days with them.
The Rangers come out to Bob O'Reilly. The Canadians, Fix You.
No, they don't. Fix You is just like their pregame presentation.
They don't come out to that?
I don't think they take the ice to it. Unless they like reveal them during it. So I guess we might be talking about different things. Like, what's your pregame presentation song?
But I think Fix You carries into like warm-ups.
Yeah, it might. No, it definitely doesn't into warm-ups. Fix You is the pregame.
Yeah, but like into like when they're taking the ice for warm-ups.
No. Because people usually aren't there for warm-ups.
Oh, I meant pregame. Yeah, pregame. Skate.
Yeah. Like you're saying like now.
Yes.
Like 90 seconds before they drop. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's during that. Sharks is Seek and Destroy. That's cool. H&M Archery, good to see you, friend. Best of luck to your team. Best of luck to all my oil men and ladies and to all cat heads. Surprise you guys not game tonight.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Don't you shit me.
I am nervous. Seek and Destroy by Metallica is the Sharks. Sharks love Metallica, man.
They should. Metallica does a lot of stuff with them.
Mm-hmm.
Famously a San Francisco band.
The energy in that building must be out of control.
I know.
Oh boy. Wow. Big first save. Was that Mikkola who just was like, nah, no thanks?
It was, yeah.
Oh, boy.
If that were Leon last game, he would have passed.
Yeah, just opened up the highway,
He
my
was like,
friend.
I'm gonna just go over towards the bench for a little bit.
Did you see this stat? I bookmarked it. Let me pull it up real quick.
Oh, can you lose the chat?
Oh,
Thanks, Sean. I don't call him Leon Draisaitl after the Spanish call.
Did you see this stat? The Oilers are 0 for 6 on breakaway in this series, and only one shot has left the ice.
Oh, interesting. I definitely believe they're 0 for 6 on breakaways.
John Evans said, did the Bruins use Dirty Water for anything? They use that as the post-win song, do they not?
Yes.
Didn't hear a lot of that this year.
Can you give me some more volume, please? Leon Draisaitl.
High glove. This was a story last year, too.
Hi.
Yeah.
$13 up high. And the only one that was 5-hole was redirected by his own guy.
It's like a freak goal.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh. Oh. No.
McDavid's got to have like a signature iconic highlight at some point.
You would think.
You would think.
That is the we need to have a you would think button for this series.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Everything smart that's been said, my first thought after has been you would think.
The Bob thing, like Bob game, stolen game, you would think.
You would think.
McDavid.
What was the big one that you said the other day, Sean? I forget what it was.
I don't know.
But do you remember? And I said, I just remember us agreeing on you would think.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, but I can't remember what we were actually talking about.
Stunning development that Stetcher is playing in this game.
I know.
Fuck the plays.
Remember who we said that against?
Who said it against?
Mm-hmm.
The Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, no.
What?
No. That wasn't in the Stanley Cup final.
I thought it was in the Stanley Cup final. Was it the Eastern Conference final?
No. If memory
Oh,
serves,
is that
that
the
was
Bruins?
against the Bruins, And I remember watching that, and then I texted you. I was like, well, that's why the Bruins signed Nikita Zadorov. Not because they knew he said that, but
No,
like
that
if
wouldn't-
he's
that
thinking
wouldn't have
that,
been
they
the-
were thinking the same thing.
That wouldn't have been the Bruins, would it? Because it was in the Amazon series.
Yeah. Amazon series covered last season.
True, but they didn't go 7 games.
That wasn't about games. It was games.
I know it was in Game 5, so
Yeah.
it was about if we go in Game 7,
Yeah.
they won't have anything
So
left. Oh yeah,
That's why the quote is so good. He was saying in
Okay.
Game 5, like,
That's
I'm
right.
worried about playing a Game 7 where these guys are toast, which is crazy, but just crazy enough to work.
That's right. I think you're right. I
I'm
was
pretty
just
sure-
proceeding with the.
I was like, that's what
believing it was the Stanley Cup final.
And it would be way less cool if he said that after a game they'd lost. Like, he said that at a time where they had taken a 3-1 lead. They should be feeling themselves. And in Game 5, they come out playing kind of cute, feeling themselves. And he's like, why do you feel yourselves? You're blowing my 7-game win.
Who originated the who's who of who's that? Was that was at the Bauer party, right?
That was a Dave Bean exclusive.
I saw somebody drop a who's who of who cares this week.
Oh, nice. Oh!
Wow.
No, who's who of who's that? I wasn't even saying it to be clever. It was like halfway through it. It was like, oh, damn, I can tap this one in. Who's who of who cares? Oh, keep it in. Yeah.
Can confirm it was against the Bruins.
Okay.
Love it. Damn, you watched that. So Bruins watched that, and they're like, we were never winning this. Did they lose in 6?
6.
Did they win that game?
Because they lost at home.
I know the
I know they
Panthers
lost
scored
at home on
immediately
that,
after. I don't know.
On that Forsing goal, I want to say.
Yep. Short side on
Yeah.
Jeremy Swayman.
Tough times. But yeah, you watch that and you're like, oh yeah, we didn't have a chance against them. I'm getting a little, I'm focusing on one thing at a time, but I'm getting a little nostalgia for when the Bruins were competitive, and I would like them to. Like to
You
have
and
the
me
local team be
both,
good.
my friend. But I would like for them to.
What are you shaking your head at?
Oilers fans not knowing puck.
Oh, I thought you were shaking your head at the Bruins rebuild hasn't started yet. And
No,
we're
I
like,
don't-
Don't you miss when they were good?
Yeah, I don't want them to be good, but no, I was shaking my head at the Sergei chance.
I don't have much of an appetite for a rebuild, but I do yearn for the days where you see a core come into place and you're like, damn,
A rebuild.
we got a window here.
A rebuild is way more fun than a retool because at least you get fun young players to get excited about.
No expectations for a little bit, and then everything's just money from there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how fun was this season for the Montreal Canadiens? Like year
especially
one
if you
of the
find a little
rebuild
money.
returns, where you're just like, house money. This team's fun as hell, very imperfect, but we're in this for the long haul. This is the first year with no expectations, really.
Mm.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
I thought you were just randomly breaking out into the McDonald's jingle.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. As a Red Wings fan, there's nothing fun about rebuilds. There's definitely nothing
As a
fun
what
about the
fan?
rebuilds that never end.
As a what fan?
Red Wings fan.
Wings? Yeah. Well, that's what. But like, I
No,
wouldn't
Red
consider
Wings-
what the Red Wings are doing. Like, they're not in the rebuild anymore. They're in purgatory. It's like
Yes.
the Sabres aren't rebuilding. They've missed the playoff for 14 years, but they
Yeah,
haven't
that's
been rebuilding for like 10.
That's why the Sabres are so mad.
Yeah.
The best seasons are fan are the seasons where it's coming together.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
Utah, what a time to be alive.
Yeah.
One of my favorite seasons as a sports fan was the 2006-07 Boston Celtics, where they finished with the second worst record, but they were accumulating the guys. They had a bunch of young players. They just needed a star, and they lost the lottery. But like that was like a watch out for the Celtics year.
Oh, dude, if the Buffalo Sabres had just gotten Connor McDavid, think about how different the world would be.
Yeah, Connor McDavid would be on the Vegas Golden Knights instead.
Yes.
I know. Think about how different the world would be.
Right. Oh my God. Would they have botched McDavid?
Probably.
I mean, they might have.
I mean, the Oilers couldn't even botch McDavid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, even if they botched McDavid, like, it took like a kind of a freak injury for that all to really blow up,
Yeah.
and B, like, even if they had fucked it up,
Oh, look
Connor
at that
McDavid would have
place.
been worth more than Jack Eichel. The return would have been better.
Look at that friggin' place. I love it.
I feel like the only way they would have fucked up the McDavid situation. Oh, there he is. Zach Hyman. What a legend. Look at that smile. Do it for Hyman. The only reason the Sabres would have screwed up the McDavid thing is if they just didn't respect McDavid enough.
That, or they would have been like a little bit better, and then just have stuck themselves in mediocrity, and then not ended up with Darlene and stuff
I
like
saw
that.
a major jersey foul behind the young lady with the Hyman sign. It was that McDavid Heritage Classic jersey with the Stanley Cup final patch.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that can't happen.
I mean, the only way that that's not a jersey foul.
Uh-oh.
I am interested to hear your spin on this.
The only way that that's not a jersey foul is because they wore that jersey in a season in which they made the Stanley Cup final. But even still, like,
Yeah.
it is a jersey. It is a
Didn't
an
wear it in the cup.
authentic jersey foul.
By the way, I do not have the Heritage Classic patch on that jersey, which is fine because they wore that jersey other times. But
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even realize there were.
one of
was
the
a
coolest
patch.
touches about it, you see what it says on the collar?
I don't have my contacts in, so no.
Battle of Alberta.
Oh,
That's a wonderful piece.
Did they wear it? And the other times, was it always against the Flames?
Maybe.
Weird to wear a Battle of Alberta
Oh, yeah,
branded
true.
jersey in a game that's not the Battle of Alberta.
It's really not underestimating your opponent, but just you don't care about him.
One thing that we never talked about in the jersey sponsor discussion is that for outdoor games, they removed the jersey ad patches.
actually, you didn't sponsor those jerseys.
Huh?
You didn't sponsor those jerseys. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the sponsors are tied to like home and road. So since it's like a neutral site game, that's probably not part of the contract.
Yeah, but there is a designated home team.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's like those specific jerseys too. Like,
Hmm.
like I know there's designated home team, but like it's I think based on whether or not you're like at a home game or a road game, because like a lot of times the sponsors, like, they're not wearing Play Alberta on the road because that makes way less sense.
I've got these guys for one decent scoring chance total. Connor Brown, partial break, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Like,
What about was that McDavid when he fanned on it?
yeah, oh yeah, that was a chance. Yeah, so 2.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Oh! Rebound, boy. Rebob.
Rebob. Somebody in the chat asked a question. Do you think people that are new to hockey think that Jonah Gadjevich is a much bigger deal than he is?
Do we think Jonah Gadjevich is a much bigger deal than he is? He's the guy that made the face at the end of Game 3. He's a guy that plays
The answer
6
is
minutes
no,
a game.
I think.
Huh?
Yeah.
So the answer is no, I think. Because it was a moment, but
I mean, people are wearing his face on a shirt.
yeah, because it was a moment.
He made a cool face.
It was
He actually
sick.
made like 8 cool faces.
And like Panthers fans always knew who he was, I'm sure.
I mean, there is precedent for that being the case. Like Utah hockey fans thought that Liam O'Brien was a massive deal.
They had also never watched hockey before, though.
Yes.
But
And-
that's basically the basis of the question. People who don't really watch hockey, do you think that they've watched the Stanley Cup final and like, oh, Jonah Gadjevich is an important player for? They're showing him right there. Jonah Gadjevich is an important player for the Florida Panthers.
I think that he's a lineup card reader, respectfully. When you are a player, when you are in the lineup and reading the lineup card.
Oh, wow. Snipe.
I'm a Panthers guy.
He's so good.
Everyone knows that about you.
I'm a Panthers guy.
Conn Smythe.
That whole team is stacked.
The Conn Smythe. is
Wow.
coming home.
That's like a Chell goal.
Oh, do you go
Speed burst off,
left,
the,
right,
off
left?
the face-off,
Oh, yeah.
straight through the defense.
Oh, yeah. That's
that's a Chell
terrible.
goal.
That's terrible.
Gotta respect Pickard. Kept playing. Play till you hear a whistle.
I love how fucking ratty Marchand's
He looks-
facial hair is.
yeah.
Yeah, like it makes him. I said it the other day. He looks like Master Splinter. Like he looks so fucking ratty.
Does he get a letter
Yes.
in Utah?
Yes. Oh, in Utah? No. Well, nah. I don't even know. I'm trying to think of who wears the letters other than Kraus.
I feel like I was gonna say
and Keller.
respectfully. I don't know. I'm not gonna.
I mean, I think
disrespect
Sergachev should wear a letter. He seems like a big time spiritual leader for that team.
I didn't even think about this, and I don't want this to happen. What if Pix has a bad first period?
That's I said that. I said I took the under on the saves. I was like, God forbid
you're
it
not,
follows
not
the same
ruling out
script.
Stu in this game.
Just got a Marchand so tough text from a kid who never watches hockey.
He's the best.
God, I'm so happy I get to appreciate him.
Wow.
Just asleep at the wheel.
A very underrated thing about Brad Marchand. He was always one of the best retrievers of pucks off faceoffs. I always thought that a big reason why Bergeron was this like incredible faceoff guy, A, because he was very good, B, because he cheated, and C, because Brad Marchand like just jumps on pucks off of faceoffs.
He really is like. Think about all the set plays the Bruins have capitalized off of over the years. Marchand was always at the center of it.
Yeah. I remember I would work on stories that I would never write because they'd be too boring, but I wanted to do like a big thing on like what actually is a fucking face-off. Like what actually happens? Is it just like how many things are involved? And I didn't write it, but I talked to people.
One of my favorite storylines was from a Stanley Cup final was when you remember when the Sharks played the Penguins and Logan Couture cried for like 4 straight days about how Sidney Crosby was just owning him in the faceoff dot and was like he's cheating and complained about it for like 4 straight days. and everybody was like, he's just so much fucking better at that than you.
Really?
Like, yeah, it's because you mentioned Bergeron cheating all the time. Like the best faceoff guys always cheat.
Yeah.
That's why they're the best.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, let's see. They're going to show Maurice. Do we see? So in games.
Bergeron cheated? Question mark, question mark, question mark?
On faceoffs?
Yes. Yes. Cheating is not inherently bad. You cheat to win.
I mean, I guess cheating is inherently bad, but cheating isn't.
I mean, like the
How can you
Panthers
phrase
cheat. The Panthers cheat a ton.
That's what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
wouldn't
Like
say it's
those are
inherently
good.
bad. I wouldn't say cheating's inherently bad.
Well,
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
cheating means breaking a rule, and
Yeah.
breaking a rule isn't always bad.
Yeah.
So that's fair.
Taxes are theft, and so if
I
you
guess
cheat on your
cheating is bad
taxes,
within a set of rules, but
yeah, within the context, I guess.
You say cheating your taxes?
Yeah, I said taxes
That's
are
right.
theft, and so cheating your taxes is good.
The ultimate tax hack is don't do them.
Mm-hmm. Sox up 3-0 on the Yankees in the bottom
yeah.
of the fifth. We own them.
oh, they're still like 45 seconds ahead. What? We're on the same Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but she's new to hockey. Like, so she gets
Ah,
it. She gets
she's
it
newer.
before you do.
The game.
Yeah.
She gets it. She gets it when it's new. We get it when it's old. Ah.
We should get a soft serve ice cream machine for this office.
I've heard about that.
I know. I'm inspired. So jealous. Oh, wow.
I said this when they got that thing. I was like, they need to hire a new full-time employee, though, to constantly fix that, because those people are going to break it all the time.
You either need to hire a full-time like on-call repair person
For
and a
that.
bouncer. Like that thing needs a bouncer so that every employee does not become 600 pounds.
You know,
Love of your life. Thank you for the super chat. Says, I love cheating on all my girlfriends with men.
Oh, yeah.
nice.
It's right on.
Happy
brother.
Pride.
Saw the best answer to like a question online. It was like, what would you do if you found out one of your homies was gay? And the answer was, I'd stop making fun of him for not having a girlfriend and start making fun of him for not having a boyfriend.
Damn.
Ooh, if Ben and Jerry's made a What Chaos ice cream flavor, what would it be?
Cookies and cream.
But that's already an ice cream flavor.
Yeah.
That'd be the base flavor.
Yeah.
I'm very cool with that.
I don't know.
But I think that if they were making it with us, they would say, what flavors do you like? What existing stuff do you like? What do we work off of?
I mean, Ben and Jerry's strawberry cheesecake ice cream is my favorite ice cream ever.
It's so good.
That and the pumpkin cheesecake ice cream.
I mean, Cherry Garcia, I fuck with heavily. Obviously, mint chocolate chip. But for a very long time, I was almost exclusively Tonight Dough starring Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I'm trying to think about like what flavor, what things are what chaos things.
That's what I'm,
Like the only things I can really think of are like.
I mean, it would have to have nuts, right? For
I'm
like
allergic
what
to
nuts.
Right.
I know, but
Oh, but that's true. Yeah. What? Yeah. You
Corn
probably would
nuts?
have to.
Oh!
no way.
Whoa!
Wait,
No?
no. Thought that was in.
Oh.
I did too. I mean,
Optical
Leon
illusion
definitely
here?
did
That
not,
looked-
but he was like, I didn't think my last goal was in either.
That looked very much in the crease or like in the goal. I would-
Dots pretzels.
Oh, honestly, well, I mean, like pretzels and ice cream is not unheard of.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like if you throw some like you can get some like fuzzy peaches in there somehow.
Oh, those would be unreal.
There would be
oh,
a-
yeah.
A sugar-free Monster and Zin.
Yeah. It's just
What Chaos blue collar breakfast.
Well, I mean, a coffee crisp type of ice cream would be amazing. I love coffee ice cream.
Coffee ice cream is so good.
I am not a coffee ice cream guy.
What do you know about affogato?
I've seen you guys have.
I was going to
have it.
say, I've ordered it like 25
At
times in
least,
front of him,
I
so
think
he
of
better
at
know
least two
something
separate
about it.
occasions. Yeah.
Affogato
The problem is
rocks.
that like I've said this before. Like I don't like chocolate, and as soon as you start introducing any kind of creaminess to coffee, it starts tasting chocolatey to me. And
Really?
I don't like it.
Interesting.
I don't reject that. I know how you. I think I can see how you feel about that.
Ooh.
I will say I love almonds actually in ice cream. Almonds, that can be our whatnot.
I'm allergic.
To almonds?
Yeah.
What's it called? I want to say Haagen-Dazs has like a honey almond ice cream, and it's fucking immaculate. It's so good.
Does that taste like Honey Bunches of Oats or something?
Not really. I mean, maybe. Honestly, I don't really remember. It was just like very like sweet and creamy, and then you had like the crunch of the almonds in it.
If it's not Ben and Jerry, there we go. Wow. Didn't know that could happen.
The Florida Panthers taking the first penalty of the game.
Not only that, check this out.
High sticking.
Oh, I feel like such a fucking idiot.
I mean, we were not
Wow.
alone in thinking that one in.
I mean, from the
I also
angle.
waited a second too, though. Like I had like a delayed celebration, and
What's the penalty?
And there is
High
precedent
sticking,
for
I
that
think.
that shot going in.
They certainly didn't
Darnell
show a
Nurse
high
last game.
sticking on that replay.
yeah, that was a replay of like a couple minutes earlier.
There's precedent. Like last game, Darnell Nurse scored a goal from that angle. So that's
Yeah.
why I was like, that they did it again.
And the way it bounced, like they looked like it
looked
hit the
went
inside
far
of the
down
yeah.
and in, yeah.
Oh. Kara in the chat says my local ice cream shop has a flavor called Oreo Speedwagon. Banger name.
Yeah, that's a
Banger
great
name.
name.
I didn't even realize that the first time I read it through. Oreo Speedwagon, and it's cookies and cream with a coffee ice cream base. It's phenomenal.
Oh wow, that sounds amazing.
So what's it
Oh,
called?
yo, what's the creamery?
JP Licks has a caramel cookies and cream, and it fucking rocks. And I think they have coffee cookies and cream too.
West End Creamery, Westboro Creamery,
Westboro Baptist
West
Church.
Side Creamery
Westboro Baptist.
has has all their ice cream except for strawberry is amazing. They oddly don't have a great strawberry, but
Never been a strawberry ice cream guy.
I never get it because like if you're gonna have ice cream, you got to make it count.
Yeah, valid.
But I love strawberry ice cream. They have a coffee Oreo that is just K-Razzie. Is it sacrilegious to, if we had an ice cream partner, not go Ben and Jay?
I mean, I would want Ben and Jerry's, honestly. Or I guess like Hood.
I feel
Just
like Ben
local.
and Jerry's would get as crazy as we wanted them to get.
Definitely.
Yeah, and
they fit our brand.
yes.
Jenny's might make the best thing though.
I don't know. if I
Also,
know
Ben and
Jenny's.
Jerry's loves weed. Shout out to Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't want to Pete ice. They wouldn't
Yeah, I
wanna
was
be in
gonna
the
say.
Pete business.
That's fair.
They'd say, you and Jack Eichel, you go to Jenny's. Jenny's famously a very Republican ice cream.
What was?
What do you know about Perry's ice cream?
Perry's?
Perry's. It's like the local Buffalo brand. They rock.
In Portland, there's a Libs ice cream.
Libs.
Oh,
Libs, yeah.
are you sure it's Portland?
I believe so, yeah.
There's one. I know there's one in Maine. It might be near Portland.
Libs ice cream, Portland, Maine.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
32 Auburn Street.
I posted a picture of it at the height of the to own the libs thing. I took a picture and said, just bought an ice cream place to own the libs. Come on, boys.
All this fucking ice cream talk makes me want ice cream so
I was gonna
bad.
say, yeah. Fucking McFlurry or Blizzard would
Yes.
do it for me. Although
I'd get a couple
goddamn
of McFlurries.
commies at McDonald's just don't mix the Blizzards or don't mix McFlurries anymore. Like universally, every
just
McDonald's
dump,
they just dump Oreos or M&Ms on the top and say, "Go fuck yourself. You do it yourself."
I'm underwhelmed by the flavors these days. I got one.
You only got two. Well, actually, they just
recently.
introduced s'mores,
Do they just do? Is it just like
Oreos and M&M on vanilla ice
what
cream.
happened to Butterfinger?
I don't know, but like I said, they did just introduce s'mores.
Now it's butter emails.
Yes.
What?
I said now it's butter emails.
What?
That would be amazing if all
Instead of Butterfinger, butter
if
emails.
all Ben and Jerry's ice cream flavors were like Ben and Jerry's style names, but they're all 2015 and on political things. Obama caramel.
Banger.
Chat, get ready. At intermission, we're going to do that. We're going to do
Yes.
political ice cream
names?
flavors.
Yeah, it's such a good idea.
Political ice cream flavor. Obama caramel.
Yeah, there's no way anybody
Banjo
comes up with
Silk
better than
raises
that.
an unbelievable point. Them not having the cool spoons anymore.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
absolute
yeah.
fucking rat bastards. I hate them. They are
With little
it's-
hooks.
late stage capitalism is taking everything valuable, and by everything I mean good McFlurries.
Wait, could you do mashups of existing flavors with political things?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
anything goes here.
So is Ben and Jerry's doing look at my African American dream?
Yes.
That would fucking rock. Look at
Sean
my
would buy
African
that.
American.
Ah,
Oh, no.
God damn it.
Oh my God! 15 goals for Sam Bennett.
That's bad.
I'm a
That's bad
Panthers
for the-
guy.
That's bad for the Vezina. Fuck.
Everyone knows that about you.
I'm a Panthers
Or the
guy.
Vezina. Bad for the Consummate. I guess bad for Calvin Pickens Vezina chances.
That whole team
I mean,
is
Sam
stacked.
Bennett and Brad Marchand right now are like wielding knives against each other for the Conn Smythe.
Ugh.
Ekholm is not.
I can't decide if I'm upset or happy that the last game went the way it did, because if it hadn't, I'd be like, okay, this is awesome. Now I'm just like, they need to be up 4.
Janmark. I mean,
Kind of just an unfortunate bounce.
yeah.
Someone said impeachment.
Nice.
Neoliberal.
Is that peach or mint?
Neoliberal politan.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
God, I could do this all day. That's so fun.
This is the fucking worst. I'm so mad.
Baraki Road.
They're all Barack Obama.
I mean, when you got a name like that. Tan suit sorbet.
That was a pretty.
These are all
call.
super specific. Just the Obama administration. Capital chill.
Oh boy. This can't possibly happen 2 games in a row, huh?
Minsurrection.
Insurrection. Absolutely. Oh my God.
Are you ahead, Sean?
I don't think so.
Oh, good.
What were you? Oh my godding.
Chalky in between the legs attempt. Yeah, you're out of me, I think. If
I hate that so many of the ice cream flavors I'm coming up with are riffs on Trump being racist.
I mean, it's the most material.
She became a black raspberry.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy that we had a president who could birth so many racist ice cream names. It's getting laughs everywhere.
That one is so good.
There's got to be something with like the birthday cake and the birther right movement. I just can't figure out how to execute it properly. Love Your Life said, turn off the game. This is the stream now.
That's why I was like, I was going to forget it. That's why I said, let's do it at intermission. If I didn't say it, but I'm like, I know that once I say it, they're just going to start doing this.
I can't believe Sam Bennett has 15 goals in the playoffs. That's fucking crazy.
Wow.
I would love to see
Ain't shit.
maybe another merit question, like who has made themselves the most money over the course of a single playoffs? Like in a contract year. Has anybody ever had like a
more than what Sam Bennett's doing
has
right
done
now.
what Sam Bennett's done?
Sam Bennett, though, it's like it's not just this postseason. It's like a culmination of the past few postseasons.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean,
he's going off.
this is like
year.
this year in
And
particular is
he's
crazy.
definitely a good third liner. Like it will suck to pay a third liner $10 million, but he is definitely a good NHL player. But that's kind of like the Darnell Nurse situation where you're like, oh, he's definitely like top 4 or 5 defenseman. Do you want to be paying $9 million to that?
Yeah, like this isn't a Matt Bolesky kind of situation.
Correct, where it's a guy who might not be in the league.
Yeah.
I'm writing this down. Political ice cream flavors. Tags. What chaos? Okay, so we're doing look at my African American dream. I'm gonna spread these out so the Trump ones aren't all bunched up. She became a black raspberry.
That's so fucking good.
What's
Dan Crunch Strawberry.
AOC is for cookie? Would you say Butterfingers?
No, butter emails.
I think it might have to be Butter Fingers or Butter.
Peanut butter emails.
Yeah, yes, there you go. Peanut. Butter emails.
Iraqi Road. That's a good one.
Bernie Bros and Yogurt.
Nice.
There's a couple of people who appear to have no interest in making this political and just throw in hockey ice cream names.
No, appreciate it. Calvin Chocolate.
Oh, Cafefe Crunch.
Chippered.
Ben and Jerry's should have made a cafefe flavored ice cream.
Oh yeah.
Donald Trump would have lost his mind.
I'm trying to think of a Lauren Boebert Beetlejuice one.
Yeah.
Lauren Boebert's PB and HJ.
That's not bad.
Was she vaping? Is that why she got kicked out?
Lauren Boebert?
Yeah, at the Beetlejuice?
No, it was because she was giving her man an over the pants hand job.
No, that wasn't why she was kicked out. I'm pretty sure she was kicked out for vaping.
Oh.
But then the security footage also showed that she was giving the OT
That's so funny.
PHJ.
Tim Wald's nuts. Oh, I had one and I fucking lost it.
Oh my God. Chris Christie caramel toe.
Oh, that's just insulting the man. Trump said these things.
I mean, there's the Chris Christie M&Ms into the M&Ms.
Yep.
Double M&Ms.
Chris Christie's double M&Ms. Cookie.
RFK Jr. mint.
Yeah, it's a good one.
OTPHJ or what is
I was trying to figure this out.
PSLECCBJ?
I mean, I'm trying to work backwards because I think
Lindsey
I know what
Graham cracker.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Richard Twixon. Throwing it way back. That's the fucking Richard Eckerman. I'm not perverted. I'm just gelato.
Yes.
That bangs.
Yes.
That's great.
God, the what nuts are amazing. Socks up 4-0. Absolutely. Love to see it.
I mean, that also could be. I'm not perverted.
Did you see
I'm just
Lizzie?
Italianized.
Yeah.
Lizzie's concepts of a flavor, and it's just sweet cream.
So good.
Can Grandpa Perry pull another speech out of his ass?
Did you
I
see?
mean, it's only 2 goals this time.
Harvey Milk and Cookies.
Did you see what that acronym meant?
No.
It meant porn star level eye contact blowjob. Duh.
Oh my God.
Fucking.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Harvey Milk and Cookies is great. Although Pete Hegseth would never buy it. Sweet creams were made of these. Roger Coldstone.
I hate that I can't think of a Sean Spicer one.
Sean Spicer.
That's
a
my
name.
goat.
That's a name. That
Yeah.
That's like
Ages. That's like 18 press secretaries ago.
it actually is.
Who was the
Sarah Huckabee Sanders?
No.
You mean the governor of Arkansas?
No. It began with an S. Remember the guy?
Stormy Daniels?
No. The guy who was also the press secretary. The Italian guy. Right?
Oh, Scaramouche?
Yeah,
Scaramucci?
yeah.
Yeah. God, there literally have been fucking 300 of those people. I forget about that one. Scaramocha. Jeff Israel.
Scaramocha. There you go. Is this stream sponsored by Big Ice Cream? Because now I want some. No, it is not. But
If
we
we
do have...
had ice cream, that'd be a fair theory, but we're doing it to ourselves.
In peaches and cream, that's good.
Oh. Man, I want ice cream so bad now.
SCF.
I mean, I keep on going to like Sean Pumpkin Spicer, but I feel like
that's not bad.
That's not terrible.
it's just not
Pumpkins,
as not
I
as
think it would
fun.
just be called like Pumpkin Spicer,
Yeah,
and it's got because you got to remember like they're doing art on these things.
Yeah.
We're doing these are Ben and Jerry's flavors.
yeah.
While we're thinking up cookie dough type ice creams, what about Mando? Reed.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Because Mando is a men's deodorant brand that's hyper focused on keeping every aspect of a man's body smelling fresh and clean. It will clean any part of your body, such as your pits, your belly button, your balls, your butt crack, or perhaps even your grundle.
Perhaps.
Perhaps even your. One would think Mando makes your grundle smell nice. It is created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO is being misdiagnosed and mistreated. It blocks odor all day and controls odor for up to 72 hours. Plus, we're talking fun scents like bourbon leather, clover woods, Mount Fuji, Pro Sport. It's clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone. So get on over to Mando, get that starter pack. It's perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube, 2 free products of your choice, like a mini body wash or deodorant wipes, and it comes with free shipping as well. And as a special offer for our listeners, new customers are going to get $5 off that starter pack with an exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off. So use code WhatChaos at shopmando.com, shopmando.com. Please support the show. Tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando.
Also, this live stream is presented by PrizePicks, the #1 app for daily fantasy action. It's really easy to use. You just grab the app, get on there, and create a lineup by picking more or less on a few player stats for your shot to win up to 2,000x your money. As we speak, I've got an active PrizePicks card going. I am hoping for the very best. How we doing so far? I'll check in on it. I got... It says 3 saves from Sergei Bobrovsky. That's wrong. He's faced more than 3 shots. Sean, can we crunch how many saves we have from Sergei Bobrovsky?
Pretty low on the shot total at the end of that first period. They may have only gotten 3 shots.
What we got? I'll pull it up.
Yeah, 3 shots.
3
only
shots.
Had 3 shots on that.
Christ. Well,
3 shots to 8.
I picked more than 24.5, so let's see how that goes. On PrizePicks, you can mix and match player projections from different sports. So I'm doing hockey tonight, but if I wanted to, I could do hockey. I could get in on some WNBA, baseball, whatever I want. Even esports and PrizePicks invented flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. So download the app today and use code WhatChaos. Get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code WhatChaos, and you are going to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, run your game. Just a reminder to anybody, and yeah, the good political ice cream names are dying down. These are recent. I said 2015 and on. So like things leading up to the 2016 election and on. We're looking for regrettable Trump quotes. We're looking for Sean Spicer.
You need to include the Bush administration
and the Bush administration
just for the vibes.
No.
For the vibes.
For the vibes.
Let me think. What are some?
Now watch me hit this drive-through.
I was trying to think of a long
Oh man, somebody posted that on the timeline today.
It's one of the best clips of all time.
So hard.
I'm never gonna not laugh at that. Watch me hit this drive.
It's so fucking funny.
He's the best. He was awesome. He was the worst, but he was the absolute best.
Oh, I can see Baked Alaska from my house.
I was trying to think of one. She didn't say that
Pistachio.
though. That's not a real political quote, as she pointed out to me on Twitter.
Yes, that was Tina Fey. Which, in fairness to everybody, was very tough to tell.
I was gonna say, if you are so stupid that people think you said something like that, doesn't really matter if it's true.
Yeah. Finished What we got?
Jeff,
What?
sir, a second topping has hit the cone.
Oh no, I knew that was coming.
Maybe we shouldn't include the Bush administration. There's so many.
H&M Archery. Congrats on the first period. I have been trying to workshop a sherbet one, and I'm not getting anything. H&M Archery said orange hairbit. No.
Herbert. Mike, it is not stock audio, our intro. It is a custom song that was made specially for us. We've been meaning to upload that to the YouTube for about 2 years at this point. So since your son likes it so much, maybe we'll get it up this week.
Basket of deplorables.
SNL is blending with reality at this point.
Here's
so
SNL's problem with political stuff. It is less funny and less interesting than the actual political stuff.
Right. And they don't even try. They just like reenact the stuff that happened that week.
And like no one has the chops of the people that America has in important roles. No one has, like, no one's as funny as Donald Trump on SNL. There's like, or they're better at certain areas of comedy.
Obama's drone cone. Weapons of mass deliciousness. I was thinking
Obama's drone cone.
Jesus.
Build the waffle cone and Mexico will pay for it.
Did you do that?
I just said that.
That's a good one. Build the waffle cone. I like that.
And Mexico will pay for it. Say its full government name, please.
Yeah. Did we come up with any Kamala ones?
I was just thinking, like, he's
We
got
have
to
a
be
reference
something.
to Kamala, but we don't have.
There's got to be like, fuck. What was the fucking coconut tree quote? There's got to be something there.
Let's see. The quote from Kamala Harris
Build the
is,
walnut.
"You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?" That's the whole thing. It says, but that's what was.
Yeah.
You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you.
Think you just fell out of a coconut cream pie?
Taliban banana split.
Banana split.
Build the walnut.
Dessert storm.
Oh yeah, that might be it. Build the walnut.
And Mexico will pay for it.
And yeah, it always says in Mexico will pay for it.
Oh.
I don't know what the flavor would be, but I feel like there just needs to be like an abolish ice cream.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
diet ice cream. It's
'Cause
like
That's
that's
gotta
no
be like
sugar.
frozen yogurt.
Yeah,
definitely
right.
ice cream. It's
frozen
frozen yogurt.
a lot
or
of these, by
sure.
the way, are not going to be ice cream. There's I'm not perverted, I'm Italian ice.
Yeah,
or there's
yeah.
I'm not perverted, I'm gelato. Like
Yeah.
whatever that's going to be.
Yeah, I'm not perverted. I'm Italian ice is so much better. Yeah.
Yeah. But the person who said the person who came up
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it, like they get 90% credit. And it would be hilarious to get like a quart of Italian ice because it still comes in a Ben and Jerry's thing. They're like, we didn't make ice cream. This had too cool a name. Oh yes, abolish ice cream is sherbet.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah, sherbet or frozen yogurt.
Am I getting?
What?
This might be the Emily in Paris argument of this one. I'm seeing a lot of sherbert being written.
That's a common mistake.
Yeah.
What about
Pro-choice praline? What? That's just alliteration.
Oreo bit lock.
What Oreo? What was
Oreo Bin Laden.
Just trying to make don't make it just Bin Laden ice cream flavors.
How many terrorist themed ice cream flavors can you come up with?
51st Taste.
Maple flavored.
Yes.
51st Taste is like it
sounds
could
like
be
51st
maple, but it's
Date.
like but it's gonna be like an umami type of maple because umami is supposed to be the one that's like off the board.
Oh, an RFK one with gummy worms. For the fucking worm in his brain.
Jeff,
Yeah.
Jeff, can't be doing cold war. That's way too early. We're doing We're doing 2015 and up, with the exception of
The Bush administration.
second Bush administration. All right, chat down, please. Thank you. We'll check in and do these in the intermission.
Depending on how this period
Yeah.
goes, we could be hammering them a lot more as well.
What was the Obama? What I had? Obama caramel something.
Oh yeah. Oh, Rachel said Q almond,
Cute. Yeah, that's
but
good.
you got to pronounce it like Q almond.
Yeah. There's also something needs to be done with
Oh, what about like Pizzagate Way to Heaven?
I was trying to think of Pizzagate one, but I was like, a pizza flavored ice cream doesn't make any sense.
there needs to be one that riffs on Obama's playlist.
Yankees scored again, 4-2, top 7.
Jesus Christ. You hear what you just said?
What?
Connor Brown is the only forward for the Oilers with a shot on goal.
Yikes.
Someone said her email's dough.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
if he scored that, he was getting a fifth year from somebody.
Department of Government Efficiency. Is that John Evans?
Damn, you fucking idiot. What was he thinking?
Four Seasons total ice scraping for Italian ice. Rudy Giuliani.
They all end up being Italian ice. Better names. I do not like Calvin Pickard right now.
Rudy Giuliani's Four Seasons ice scraping, and it's Italian ice with black hair dye in it.
It's black licorice flavored Italian ice.
Oh,
Oh,
here we
boy.
go.
Oh boy.
Oh,
All right.
what dive.
Evander Kane drawing a penalty rather than committing one. You'll love to see it.
I mean, let me see this. I was kind of worried in the moment they might get him too. Yeah.
That's a classic Chell penalty.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we make our money back.
Alphonso Davies in the house for the Oilers.
He was there last year too.
He's a big oil man.
Yeah.
He does watch-alongs.
Yes, streams. Alphonso Davies, not my favorite Canadian soccer player.
We got a 9/11 was an inside Java.
Java. Jet fuel can't melt ice cream.
Bang. Oh.
We ran it back with a Bush ATG, by the way.
Nice.
I am also on that.
I mean, he needs to do it eventually, one would think. Mitch McConnell.
There's something to be done with the
Ben and gerrymandering.
Oh, damn. There's something to be done with Mitch McConnell and like something frozen
Yeah.
at the podium. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Back to Boosh.
That was annoying.
The Patriot lacked dairy-free ice cream.
Oh, damn. Zach Hyman buries that. $236 postseason games. That's so many.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got hibiscus.
All right, last one for a while.
They're getting out of hand.
Yeah. We'll check in with them later. Damn, look how young.
Edzo.
Yeah. What stinks is the Panthers aren't going to get called for another penalty unless it is egregious.
I feel like that's going to be officiating for like the remainder of this series.
You would
They
think.
always swallow
Yeah.
whistles as the series goes along.
Oh.
Definitely not counting out Edmonton by any means, but like they have not shown anything this game.
Yeah. Very sleepy. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if Wallman's tired or what, but
Not much going on the Edmonton side right now. Show us the replay. The fans saw the replay. Yep, that would be.
That's a penalty.
It sure
Holy
is.
fuck! How do you manage to do that?
Yeah. You can't do that. You hit me in the cup.
How do you? I've never seen a delay a game like that. Like there was a full length of the ice down there.
I mean, that's a cool way to do it. It's way cooler than just shooting it straight out
Yeah, fair enough.
5 feet away from you.
At least flex on him in the process.
Chat saying Oilers got to get something here. That's a gift. I would agree with that assessment.
Yes.
Brad Marchand is the first player in NHL history to score 5+ goals in a single Stanley Cup final with 2 different teams.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those penalties that the Panthers would absolutely score on if the roles were reversed. Like, you commit a dumbass penalty like that, they make you pay. Oilers got to do the same thing. And they score on this, it's a completely different game, most likely, because that's how Oilers games work.
Lucy Roden brought a sign to the protest today that said there's only one king in this country and his name is LeBron. A lot of king chat in the streets today.
I've seen a lot of no kings.
A lot of king chat.
There was a no kings on the overpass.
Call it the second round. They are big on
no kings.
No kings.
There was a no kings like fence art on the overpass on the highway on the way to the office today. They did quick work on that.
You know that Brad Williams started it.
Yep.
No kings. Big Dick Magoos. You say keep an eye on Leon Draisaitl this power play? We'll do that.
Empty Netter says dagger delay of game from Reinhart. They rock.
Banger.
Yeah, that puts this one on ice.
That's not the definition of dagger.
Let's
Oh,
hit massive 3 to bring the game within 36.
I love when Hunter is up there.
Damn, that's kind of impressive.
Like, not to be an asshole, they have to score on this power play.
Yeah.
You
McDavid
would
needs to
think.
be like 9,000% more selfish. Just fucking shoot it, man.
Oh, nice.
Shoot the puck. There you go.
Oh, what are you doing?
Guess who on the ice blocking passes?
Porcelain.
I know.
Yeah.
Guy lives to lie down.
So does Aaron Ekblad.
Dude,
But
just fucking
Oh
shoot
my
it! What are you
God.
doing?
trying to be like Leon Draisaitl.
Oh. Did he kill Corey Perry?
He certainly felt like he got shot.
I thought live. I was like, did he hit Perry in the head?
Bang.
Ugh.
Mm.
Wow, great play by Forsling. More like on the floor sling. Not bad.
True though.
Yeah, McDavid needs to keep shooting.
I was just about to say, have heard nothing from Jeff Skinner.
That's the first time I heard his name all night.
I saw him earlier in the game say something to the ref, and the ref said, "Get the fuck away from me."
Really?
Yes. Well, I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, but just like shrugged him off.
He was more aggressive than shrugging. He said, "Get out." Well, did not capitalize on that gift. If the Panthers get a goal in like the next 90 seconds, it is so Jover.
You would think.
Yeah.
And this would be, they'd be in better standing than they were last game.
The Panthers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stetcher is so violent.
I mean, a Troy Stetcher goal would.
I could get behind a Troy Stetcher goal.
That would rock.
If Troy Stetcher scores, I go to the next King protest with there's only one king in this country, and his name is Troy Stetcher, which is amazing for several reasons. You guys hear Ray Liotta died?
I mean, yeah, I had, yeah.
Chantix God.
Yeah. Not happy about it.
What's that? What?
What?
What was that?
What was that?
That was an actor, Sean. And a damn good one.
Not
Sean's
based on the
yelling.
last movie I saw. Cocaine Bear.
Yeah. That was very good in Marriage Story, though.
He was.
That was also in Goodfellas. People forget.
That Superman logo still makes me so fucking mad.
Yeah, I'm gonna not see the movie on that alone, on principle. I totally was gonna see it otherwise.
H&M Archery says this is a Bob game. Respectfully, I've only really noticed like the one save that Bob has made.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like you can't say it's a Bob game when he's on
It's
pace
been-
for less than 20 shots faced.
Yeah, it has been a wet fart game from the Oilers. Pickard hasn't been bad. Yeah, I mean, goaltending is not the story.
Pickard hasn't. I've not enjoyed Pickard.
Yeah,
He almost you guys didn't react. He passed the puck to the wall, way out of the net, and the guy just shot it back and missed.
Yeah, it wasn't good. He's trying to be like Stuart Skinner.
oh, Zach Cassian.
Great tie on Nick Krisnala.
Zach Cassian, bright orange.
Yeah.
Jesus. Fucking the Athletic.
Bump of Edmonton Oiler goal soon.
The Athletic just gave me a heart attack. They sent out a tweet with "just in" all caps, and then followed it with Kevin Durant. I was like, oh, and it says has 2 preferred destinations. Can't do that.
Yeah, that's not breaking. That's like that's breaking news. Just in.
Yeah, it's like you made me thought he was fucking traded. We already knew.
What's his preferred destinations?
Spurs and Rockets. Question must be asked.
Spurs would rock.
Yes, I agree, but the question must be asked.
No tax.
No taxes.
Oh, yes.
Time to have the conversation that no one's had before, at least in that sport.
Oh, that was so deceiving.
Kevin Durant on the Spurs would be awesome.
I strongly agree. That jersey would rock.
Yeah. That would also be like the lankiest, skinniest team in the NBA.
I mean, it's Slim Reaper Jr. and Senior.
They would have to trade for Chet.
I was going to say,
Holmgren.
after already being the lankiest and skinniest team in the NBA.
That's an all like nonchalant dudes team.
Oops,
Like-
all skeletons.
Him, Wemby, Sochan,
Mm-hmm.
just all a bunch of nonchalant dudes.
Jeff, man.
Please get one before the end of the period, Edmonton.
The man is begging. This game has been boring.
Yeah, it has been.
It's amazing how much quicker games feel like they go when there aren't 18 penalties in the first period.
know.
I know.
18 penalties and like 12 goals.
Right.
There hasn't even been any like real extracurriculars at all in this game either.
I like that Troy Stetcher's current shift is half as long as he spent on the ice in total last game.
If it got to like 140, I was going to be like, that doubles his ice time. I mean, it's more than he played in the entire second period last game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the restroom. Call me up if you a gangster.
Mm-hmm. After next game, can we finally have the conversation about back-to-back cup chokes affecting McDavid's legacy?
Not if it's fucking Elston Gunn bringing it up. He's
Oh, yeah, that is truly the biggest Oilers hater.
And no, because I am a LeBron James truther. LeBron James lost his first couple before he won his first couple. And he's the greatest to ever do it. It's a team sport. If you told me that Troy Stetcher was going to be getting serious minutes for the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup final, I would say, of course, Edmonton's losing that Stanley Cup final.
Plus, it'll be hard not to have this conversation too early, but like it'll be hard to have a really
choke conversation
when we're talking about a dynasty on the other side.
Yeah, and the so-called choker won the Conn Smythe in a losing effort in the first year after going down 3-0 and forcing a Game 7. Yeah. And then in this series, like worst case scenario, losing in 6 in a back and forth series. Elston Gundrich responded with the grinning devil emoji.
I did see that.
He knows what he's doing.
If the Oilers lose, do the Swayman rumors heat back up?
There weren't Swayman rumors. I love this.
If the Oilers lose, do the Andrei Vasilevsky to the Edmonton rumors heat up?
I mean, like, you know what's an interesting one? Like, you want to take a stab at... No, I was going to say, do they want to take a stab at Korpisalo?
I mean, Korpisalo would like them to take a stab at it, I'm sure.
I just don't think they're... Like, you got to remember, what do they pay? It's like 2% of their cap is goaltending.
Yeah, why would they trade for Korpisalo?
I mean, I feel like you also have to remember they've been in the Stanley Cup for 2 straight fucking seasons with this goaltending tandem.
Yeah.
Like, I get that it's not great at all times, but...
And, like, it wasn't quote-unquote... it didn't win, but last year it was definitely good enough to win. This year, I think it's been good enough to win.
Or at least hasn't been the reason they're not.
Gibson and Demko would make sense.
Demko, there's been talks in Sabres circles about Thatcher Demko.
I do not know how I feel about Gibson. It's just getting a different... It's just like getting a more expensive stew.
I'm not willing to say that Gibson is stew.
They had like the exact same numbers last season.
Playing on wildly different teams.
Fair, yes. But also, like, whoever they get, or maybe Stu, like, goalies, I could be wrong on this, but I treat them like relief pitchers. Where, like, they're either really hard to find or they're really easy to find.
I treat them like running backs.
Yeah, yeah. And just one year, a guy will be like, damn, like that guy's a stud, and the next year he sucks.
Some goalies are relief pitchers, some goalies are closers. And if you can get a closer, you should get a closer.
Phrasing, but I don't know if that's true. I like the turn of phrase, but like some goalies are... There's like 3 goalies that I think are awesome.
But those are closers.
Yeah, but like you're not getting that. You're getting one of the... Like, so that's what I'm saying.
I mean, not every team has a real closer.
Stu versus paying more for Gibson, you have to pay to get him, and... You're just shuffling relievers, which, I mean, that's what happens with relief pitchers. I think they keep Pickard no matter what, though. I think it'll be Pickard and somebody. Oh. Ooh. Come on, boys.
one goal changes the entire feel of this game heading into second intermission.
Pete, you're the one who has eaten least recently. What would you like to get, if anything?
I don't know. I mean, at this point, we've hit a time where I would feel like, okay, just like not.
Yeah.
I really just want ice cream.
It's a real shame there aren't more Dairy Queens in the greater Boston area.
It feels like this would be a street where there would be a very popular ice cream joint.
That's one thing that's kind of surprising.
There is a popular ice cream place.
Popular
far down the
podcaster. I have always been disappointed that there aren't more just like mom and pop ice cream shops just all over the place. I get that it's probably not a very lucrative business for like 60% of the year, but still.
Gabriel, we are at 2:35 right now. But obviously that's going to be, there's a delay from what you hear. It's hard to sync.
Oh, we got a banger at Fenway Park right now. 4-3 Boston, top of the ninth.
Oh boy.
2 away on the Yankees.
Scoop and Scootery is unbelievable.
I'm looking at what's it called right now? McFlurries. So a McCrispy is just like a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Yeah. That's why we were talking about the other day. That's why I don't like them.
Chicken butter pickles.
Like I want if I'm getting a chicken sandwich from McDonald's, I want like the shitty little thin patty. That was a very funny sentence, though. You were like, I'm looking at McFlurries and this McChicken.
Yeah.
They're very crispy.
That would be sick if you got a McFlurry and they just stuck a chicken select in it.
Five Guys used to have.
Stop me from ordering McFlurries for the gang and chicken sandwiches. That sounds like an unbelievable dinner.
It does. And I would get in on that
hot
for
and
sure.
spicy and a McFlurry.
I mean, combating the DQ element for Florida by going McFlurries for Edmonton might be the key to success here.
Yeah.
Oh, I had an unbelievable mom and pop ice cream shop directly next to my Quincy place, and it was so good.
There's one near like hometown back in Buffalo. I just fucking love ice cream, man. It's the absolute best.
Ice cream rocks.
What do you know about frozen custard? That's the real shit.
The word custard throws me off, and I won't eat it.
Oh, you're wrong. Fran Seal's frozen custard in Lackawanna, New York.
Needs new branding.
I grew up eating frozen custard, so I never got to a place where I could think about it. If I had, I probably would be with you.
Way too close to mustard.
I had a banana pudding milkshake from Shake Shack. This shit rocked.
Oh wow, yeah. No, wrong.
What?
Wrong.
What was the statement?
Said we haven't had a scoreless period this entire series. Incorrect.
There was an
You don't
overtime
know what
period.
You're talking about. Never talk again. Suck my.
There was famously one overtime period in which there was no goals.
I am calling
No goals.
TNT.
No goals.
No goals. Jazz, where you at? Jazz. Get your people correct. Oh no.
Fuck me. What do they say in 40-Year-Old Virgin? Doesn't he say,
another high stick.
Sandbags.
He says put your you keep your you-know-what on a leash? Doesn't he?
I have no idea. I haven't watched 40-year-old version in so long.
He tells a man
I jumped the gun a
to
little
keep his partner on a leash.
This is bleak.
Oh. Got a super chat from Natalie.
Oh, boy.
Big one. She
That
says,
turns the vibes around.
She says frozen custard supremacy.
Wow,
She
okay.
gets it.
Thank you, Natalie. Very much appreciated.
Always appreciated.
Natalie, the greatest. The GOAT! Frozen custard. Yeah, we also have, that is the love of your life.
Sox win.
Yeah?
Yup.
Big one. Okay.
Yankees lose.
I made a couple of like unbelievable ones back in the day when that was a thing.
That's like genuinely my favorite video of all time. I'm like hammering that during the World Series last year.
I did like a pretty good Dancing Queen one. Shout out flex pitch in Logic. You can make David Ortiz sing.
Sweets and treats.
Sweets. I was gonna say, how do I? Yeah, get you in there. I'll give you my phone. Sweets and treats. Ooh. Damn, I gotta say, I'm turned off by McFlurries.
Really?
That they only have Oreo and M&M.
Yo, that's what I said. That's
exactly what I said.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like chocolate, so I know saying Oreos are chocolate. Oreos are like the only thing I would order anyways. But I did see a friend of mine got a Oreo McFlurry, or the M&M McFlurry, and all of those mini M&Ms are very satisfying to look at.
Real? I mean,
I'm good on that.
I'm doing Oreo no matter what. I'm
doing double Oreo. Doing Oreo McFlurry with crushed Oreos.
Oh. Wait, so you could do M&M with crushed Oreos?
Maybe.
I think you probably can add
Oreo, select option. You do a mini one? Yeah, maybe.
Dude. Fuck off.
You get hot fudge in there?
All right, let's take a look
We're in a white
at.
jersey.
We have back-to-back periods.
Stew.
What is going on here?
Do I change up the jersey for vibes? Do I change up the...
Wearing the Stu jersey was a choice to begin with.
It won me last game.
That's true, but...
Not for Stu.
They won for Stu. Stu didn't win, but they won it for Stu.
Yeah, fair enough.
They were like, that's our guy. We like him.
The Oilers, you want to gander a guess at how many high danger chances the Oilers have at 5-on-5 through 2 periods?
0. 1? Connor Brown, 1?
More than that. Allegedly.
The McDavid one that hit the post was not
That was a power
5-on-5.
play, yeah.
The Brown one, I don't think was a high danger chance. That was like...
Was the Perry one at 5-on-5?
No. That was...
I think that was
Maybe,
at 5-on-5 at the beginning of the second period. They have 2. 1 in each period.
They do not have the s'mores one on the app that is being used, no. But I do know they do sell it. We also have some reads to do at some point in this intermission.
All right, friends. You know what time it is. It's Mando time. Our friends at Mando are sponsoring this watch along stream. So shout out to them. Men's deodorant brand that is hyper-focused on keeping every aspect of a man's body smelling fresh and clean. You know it. Pits, belly buttons, balls, butt cracks, and the old glorious grundle.
Bare butt, balls, and back.
That's right. Mando, they've since geared towards men with options like Bourbon Leather, Cloverwoods, Mount Fuji, Pro Sport. It is a whole body deodorant that is safe to use anywhere on your body, and it's created by a formerly, I don't want to say formerly smelly doctor, because it was created by a doctor who recognized the problems that BO created in life, whether it was his own or whether it was the people around him. So he created a new deodorant that blocks odor all day and controls odor for up to 72 hours. And it's baking soda free and paraben free. That's the good stuff right there. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. Comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like a mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. And as a special offer for our listeners, you're going to get $5 off that starter pack with an exclusive code that is WhatChaos at shopmando.com. You're getting 40% off with that code WhatChaos at shopmando.com, shopmando.com. Please support the show and tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando.
Let's do a check-in on the PrizePicks card. How we doing through 2 periods? Sergei Bobrovsky, I picked more than 24.5 saves. Sergei Bobrovsky has 11. Connor McDavid goals, I picked more than a half. He does not have a goal. Jeff Skinner, I had more than half a goal or a point. He has no points. And Evander Kane, I had more than 2.5 shots on goal. Ain't shit is how I would characterize that one. Not even close, nothing. But as we saw with this Edmonton Oilers team in Game 4, just about anything can happen. So we're going to keep an eye on it. And PrizePicks is the best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. So if you are saving big bucks on income tax in Texas, where are you putting it? For me, I don't know. I'd maybe put a little towards PrizePicks. It's like a glass of wine to have with the meal that is a wonderful sporting event. And it's an easy app to use. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less on a few player stats for your shot to win up to 2,000x your money. So download the app today and use code WhatChaos to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code WhatChaos to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, run your game.
Love to see it. Okay, this has been a real clinic from the Florida Panthers in terms of not giving up shit.
They're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Where do we stand on the Oilers comeback meter right now?
I mean, if
famously, we were at a game where they were losing in the 3rd period in Edmonton, and it was against a team that wears red, and they won in overtime. Leon Draisaitl scored twice. People forget. And Calvin Pickard was in net. People forget.
those are both true. I forgot about the Calvin Pickard of it all.
I feel like they showed a little bit more throughout the course of that game.
That was a pretty boring game.
It was a
too.
pretty boring game, but they had like equal chances.
Granted, in that game, someone had a massive health emergency as soon as the game started, so it might have had something to do with it not being a great game.
Oh, right.
I think I see Johnny Lazarus tweeting about how like the Oilers would have been better going down 3-1 in the series, just because it would have forced them into like panic mode and desperation mode.
It's a ridiculous take on its face, but the only evidence that we have is them going down 3-0 last year. So I can't say it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
But
I mean, it's yeah.
But like
it's never better to be down.
You need
Yeah.
the panic to be instilled in you by being up against the wall in a Stanley Cup final, you don't deserve to win the Stanley Cup.
It's probably fair. And I mean, I guess they were down 3-1 at a point last year.
Yeah.
And they lost that series.
God.
Yeah, with fancy like Applebee's.
I see a Oilers Nation retweeting the Oilers are going to win
I
Game
saw that.
5.
Go crazy, Oilers Nation.
I mean, I can't say that anybody saying that is crazy. Just, it's very, very possible in 30 minutes we're talking about how much the Oilers rock and how they're like going to win the Stanley Cup.
Connor McDavid's going to have a third period hat trick.
McDavid needs to do something.
Yes.
Respectfully, like I might be.
Oh, Pete, we got the same thing.
I might be way closer to Greg Cody's side of the side of the street, given the way that this is all going right now. Jordy Cunningham, can the Abbotsford Canucks get a shutout? Up 1-0 in the Calder Cup Finals. Jordy, I know you joined just a few minutes ago, but we were talking about your Abbotsford Canucks earlier in the program.
We did Calder Cup
Quite a
final
bit
talk.
of it.
Yeah. Crazy game. Like, what was that, game 1?
McDonald's is preparing your order. That's what we like to see.
Wow. Bring in Skinner, says Mike. That's the thing. That's what sucks. They're not under siege. They're not. If they. It's not like a what the fuck is happening right now. It's more of like a what the fuck, guys. Let's wake up. So changing the goalie, they could just still be asleep. Chris Jastrzemski tweeted, that was the first scoreless with asterisks regulation period of this series. And I'm going to respond, that's what I thought, bitch.
Yeah, that's right, Jazz. Jazz is a what chaos respecter.
Jazz probably gave them the proper stat, and they
That's
misread
true.
I did just respond. That's what I fucking thought. He's going to have no idea what that means.
Jazz is the best, man.
I know. It's funny that, like, because I know, like, Leon throwing his gloves at the trainer is, like, a thing that he always does.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just very funny that, like, they're losing 2-0 after 2 periods in the Stanley Cup. I don't know if this is after. I guess I don't know when this was. Oh, this is from earlier today. Never mind, though.
Sean, we have there's a massive Red Sox fan sitting in the front, sitting behind the plate, that was sitting behind the plate until the game ended. But Aaron Judge is her favorite player. She's sitting behind
Massive
home plate.
Red Sox fan?
Yes.
Okay.
Tonight at Fenway. And she has a Judge robe she puts on every time he comes to the plate while wearing a Red Sox hat.
Can't do that.
I mean,
cannot do that.
Derek Jeter was one of my favorite players growing up.
Unbelievable.
I wanted a Derek Jeter Boston Red Sox jersey because even before I fully realized that I was a little bit of a troll, that can simply not happen. You can't be actively rooting for a player on the other team when it's the New York fucking Yankees.
Yeah, exactly. You cannot be a diehard Red Sox fan and have one of your favorite players be a New York Yankee.
I mean, I think you can.
You can have your favorite player be on another team, but
I think you can acknowledge that Aaron Judge is one of the greatest hitters of all time. He's awesome. He does electric shit. You can't root for him openly when he's playing your team,
and you can't dress up for him at a Red Sox Yankees game.
Yes.
Yeah. And also just like pick a different favorite player if you can't root for them, you know?
Yeah, I am just now getting to enjoy Brad Marchand, the hockey player.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't previous.
Like when Marchand scores in this series, I'm like, he's so good. Tip my cap. Want nothing but the best for him. But I'm all like, yes, he scored. Every other time he scores, I'm like, yes. If the season / game, if the game were to end today, right now, Brad Marchand has the game-winning goal. Does it add to his Conn Smythe legend?
It just sucks that every time he fucking does something, Sam Bennett's
Bennett
like, I
scores.
guess I'll do something too.
Yeah.
15 goals is...
They're in a knife fight.
Co-Conn Smythes, anybody?
Oh.
I mean, hold on. Yeah, I mean, he's... You know what? Actually, everyone keep it in your pants with Sam Bennett. They're acting like 15 goals is crazy because it's a lot of goals for him to have. He doesn't have as many goals as the goal-scoring leader did last year.
Who was it?
Let's see if we can remember. Who led the 2023-24 postseason in scoring? I did not know until I looked, and I was like, oh, obviously.
I mean,
That
obviously,
might be a
is
giveaway.
it not Connor McDavid?
Not Connor McDavid.
Was it Barkov?
No. This person led it by a lot.
In total scoring.
Goals.
In goals.
Yeah, points was McDavid by... Connor McDavid had 20 points more than any Florida Panther last postseason.
Was it Kachuk?
No.
Was it a Panther?
No.
Was it Draisaitl?
No.
Oh, was it Hyman?
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy that scored fucking 50 goals last year.
Yeah. 16 goals.
Okay.
I honestly don't remember
Verhaeghe,
that.
2 with 11.
I was going to say.
Draisaitl's third with 10.
And he had 0 in the cup final.
Oh, right. Yeah. Here's a fun question. Well, I'll just say, did you know that Alexis Lafreniere had 8 goals last postseason?
I feel like I
Yeah.
kind of do because
Yeah,
Lafreniere.
we started talking about him like having the
Actually
breakout,
being
and
good.
then
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Johnny said that he was going to have a 100-point season.
and now
I can't wait till they trade him and the Rangers like non-tender Cooley.
well,
Just all of Johnny's guys are gone.
they were literally Merrick was just talking about this on the sheet, like with Merrick, it was American Wish, and like they were talking about Lafreniere specifically, how they were talking about how certain players, like it reaches a point where you can no longer say you've traded a former first round pick or like somebody who was drafted first overall. Like they just become the player that they are.
Yeah.
And like that's what Lafreniere is now.
I would agree with that.
And he was grossly overcompensated by the Rangers, and nobody wants that.
Yeah.
And that's so now that they just got to deal with that.
Shout out Panera. Had the opportunity to go today. Said no.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, "Where's that going?" Panera's got great mac and cheese. I don't need anything else from Panera otherwise.
At least the Paneras I have been to recently. They have great mac and cheese, and they also have a shout out June Lee for putting me on game. They are just a great standard grab a chocolate chip cookie place.
Okay.
They,
yeah, I mean, baked goods there
they
slept
will
on.
make
I would
you
say
a great cookie.
I mean, it is Panera bread. They were bakery first.
But when Panera first hit, it was like, yo, there's a cool new chain bakery around, and that place was popping.
Yeah.
Line out the door.
I remember when the Panera first showed up.
Everybody hooking
Hamburg.
up. Just
They did have some good sandwiches back in the
open
day.
bar. They did have good sandwiches.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do the you pick two.
Yeah.
Work at the grocery store,
Oh.
walk down there for lunch. I just
Buddy.
like pick one, pick another one.
Speaking my
Next
language,
thing you know, I'd picked 2.
a nice cup of soup and a half a sandwich. Oh, baby.
One thing leads to another. Suddenly, you picked a couple. And with the bread, that's what's crazy about it.
Mm-hmm.
You pick 2, they give you bread or a bag of chips or
An apple.
Couldn't get the apple. Allergies.
I did not know you were allergic to apples.
Damn. Sean having a rough showing on the DJ allergy knowledge.
Yeah.
All right, so we're doing all fresh fruits, tree nuts,
All fresh fruits?
Pretty much all fresh.
Wow.
Fruits. Not all fresh. Like I can do berries. Okay. All fresh fruits, but berries. Like I can't do a banana. Can't do an apple.
I think berries are not considered. Aren't berries like a weird thing where they're not technically fruits?
Are berries stone fruits? What's stone fruit?
Because like they're they're like a weird classification or something like that.
Dig in, boys. People in the chat are arguing over whether Matthias Ekholm and Gadjevich, who would win in a fight. Subscribe.
Fruits.
Famously, none of us have a good slap shot. It must feel so good. Just fucking rimming it around the boards. Don't lose this fucking game at home, you bozos. All right.
Oh,
All right.
McDavid.
Oh, you. Oh, Victor Arvidsson, get off my team. Get off my team. Oh.
Massive nutsack kill from Edmonton, says Empty Netters.
They're the best, man.
Bagged Milk tweeted the word shutout approximately 50 times in an apparent attempt to jinx the
I
shutout.
don't think it works that way when you're
We don't have that
saying
power.
it with the exclusive
intent
on doing the
doing
jinx.
the jinx, yeah.
I forget what account it is. It's either Oily Gifts or CC Dry. One of them always does that, like 3 minutes into the game. Like, Sergei Bobrovsky, congrats on your shutout. Which is a huge Sean move, actually.
I mean, as a bit, that's funny.
Yeah.
I would, but I am very much in your camp of like, we don't have the power to jinx things.
I wish that just one time. Actually, it's something like Jake Wallman could do when the goalie's like calling for an icing, and it's not going to be an icing. Just wave back at him.
Yeah, it's definitely something you would do.
Anyone have some good Wild West movie recs? Said Hype-Fi.
I can't wait to see
Wild West. How about that?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal movie. Oh no, it's like Wild,
question
Wild
has to
West,
be asked. I'm reaching, and granted, I have not watched season 2 of The Last of Us.
Are you
which
reaching
speaks
Pedro
to the
Pascal
point
fatigue?
I'm about to make. I have reached indifference on Pedro Pascal, and I think, unfortunately, it's because of where everybody else is reaching, and I think I should feel how I'm going to feel independently of what everybody else is doing, but I think I'm just kind of indifferent on him right now. He doesn't rock my world the way that he's rocking a lot of people's worlds.
Well, I think that he's just becoming a much bigger celebrity.
Yeah.
I think that his acting has remained
nothing's
as good as it's ever been. And like, I kind of am not participating in a lot of the celebrity fandom around Pedro Pascal, and I love Pedro Pascal, and that hasn't changed.
I just like his whole aura. I like what he stands for as a person.
Yeah.
And he's hot.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. Yeah, Metal Steve's saying I think people reach really highly for him because he seems like a great person.
Yeah.
And I do feel like there's a certain desperation for people that care about celebrities to have like a celebrity who is not a piece of shit.
Yes.
I also think that
Oh.
the one thing I'll say about Pedro Pascal is that I would like for him to not do franchises anymore. He's like only doing franchises these days, with the exception of Materialists. Yeah.
But yeah, you mean like
Mandalorian.
Oh wait, when
The
you said
Last
I
of
can't wait to
Us.
see the new Pedro Pascal movie, is that what you were talking
No,
about?
I was talking about the one with Joaquin Phoenix, which is another not.
Oh,
right.
okay. I was like,
Eddington.
buddy, I'm gonna see that movie too. I didn't know that you were.
I'm seeing Materialists.
I will maybe. It's not at the top of my list currently.
I've heard it is not the straightforward rom-com that it presents itself as.
I mean, I
so
will say
we were like looking at the trailer, and I believe that we were all having. You were saying like, I know how this movie goes.
Oh yeah,
like the love triangle rom-com. It is not that movie.
Awesome,
interesting. It doesn't strike me as having a whole lot of calm. Much more rom.
Yeah,
nothing about the trailer seemed very funny.
It is from Celine Song, who had like one of my favorite movies of like the last handful of years. Past Lives.
I may go see Phoenician Scheme tomorrow. I feel like I'm just going to be really let down by it.
Yeah, I'm not in as big a hurry to get to those anymore.
Wes Anderson for me at this point is like Sunday night on my couch because I have nothing else to do. I'll see what this is about.
I got called away during the whatever this last one was. I was seeing it in theaters.
Asteroid City,
and I got called away during it, and so I had to leave, and I just never went and finished it.
Was that director you were talking about? Did she direct Wonder Woman 84?
Celine
Oh
Song,
my God!
Oh,
no way!
Fuck! What a sick goal!
No way!
Damn,
He
did
Brad
Marchand
Marchand
couldn't last
Did he
game.
really? Oh, I'm so far behind you. This sucks. I'm a Panthers guy. I'm a Panthers guy. Dude, he's
Everyone
so
knows that
good.
about
I'm a Panthers guy.
Yes. Wow!
God, I love him.
That whole team is stacked.
He's fucking nails, dude.
Oh my goodness! Wow!
Yeah.
Damn. Whoop. Brad Marchand is going to be the reason the fucking Florida Panthers win the cup. That's crazy.
Vince Carter meme, baby.
Oh no! Oh, what is that?
Gross.
What was that?
Disgusting behavior.
Jake Wallman, go fuck yourself, buddy.
Wait, why did you say Wallman?
He's the one that got walked by.
Oh,
Were you
I
reacting to the
was
jersey thing?
I was talking about the
you're
jersey
way ahead of
thing.
me. That's also fucking
Oh.
insane. Just Wallman just got walked by Brad. That's what I was reacting to. I don't know what happened there with that jersey thing. That's unacceptable
This
behavior.
fucking sucks. Well, Pete got what he wanted.
To not go to Florida.
Yeah, Pete did not want to go to Florida.
It wasn't that I didn't want to go to Florida.
Was that you wanted
It's
a
I
game 7
didn't
in
want to go to
Edmonton.
Florida and then have to go to Edmonton.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I would agree that if there ends up being a game 7, this is the best way to go about it. I will say I did put money on the Edmonton Oilers in this game as an emotional hedge. Not because I'm rooting for the Panthers, but more because it would distract me from the fact that we had to fly to Florida.
Marchand.
This fucking sucks. What's that? Not yet.
Fuck, man. He used to be mine.
This game has felt like it's flying by.
Oh, come on. Yeah!
McDavid got it?
There's one. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Would have felt so much better about it if it had come to make it 2-1.
McDavid third period hat trick. Loading.
Ooh.
Damn.
Made it look very easy.
All right. Score in the next 4 minutes.
Throwing beer in the moss pit when you're down 3-1.
I'd be
Questionable
pissed.
behavior.
I'd be pissed if I got drenched with beer and had to go home after a 3-1 loss.
Chat, how do we feel about Oilers' comeback potential here?
So, our friend Jared Holt just retweeted the video of Brad Marchand, the Brad Marchand goal with a screenshot of Gus Fring from Breaking Bad, and it's just the caption, $75 million for 4 years of your time.
Do you
I'd
feel
pay
better
Brad
about this,
75
or
mil.
if the Oilers had made it 2-1 and then the Panthers to make it 3-1? Oh, that's a good question. Probably this way. You always want to be holding the momentum.
Oh, yeah. And I miss you. I feel like Mike from Woburn is constantly fighting a war that no one is fighting anymore, which is that Brad Marchand is going to be a Hall of Famer.
I just saw a Biz tweeted like Brad Marchand is a Hall of Famer. Conversation is over.
I feel like
I didn't think that it was like even questioned before he got to Florida. So
Yeah,
like Brad Marchand is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I mean, he most certainly is now. That's for damn sure. But yeah, I thought he left Boston as a Hall of Famer.
Oh boy, DJ is not going to be happy to come back and find that one.
Let's just pretend it didn't happen.
Huh?
Let's pretend it didn't happen.
See how long it takes him to notice.
Yeah,
Okay, let's do that.
I don't think it's going to be very long.
Chat, how long do we think that it takes him to notice?
I'll start a timer.
Wait, hold on. The answer is going to be very quickly.
Yeah, I think so.
Not sure. Not sure how to feel about that one. Okay. Bag, Jesus Christ, this game is terrible. I would be. Oh, you know they scored again?
Yeah, I was watching.
Oh, okay. We were like, I wonder how long it takes him to notice. Thank you. Oh, shit. Wait, why did one of these years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, one of the shots.
Is there an Oreo over there?
Yeah.
I got it.
At least you can go back to Skinner next game. I do think that you are going back to.
So that's why I'll say it in a second.
I think
Thank you.
I will say, I don't know where my dreams of a Calvin Pickard Conn Smythe are dead.
Yes.
I needed 2 shutouts to close out this series if I wanted a chance. That ended, I guess, a while ago.
So, this was my concern. If you go Pickard in game 5 and you lose, now you're turning back to Stu in a desperation game in a building you just pulled him from in back-to-back games.
Building
He didn't
doesn't
lose them
matter.
the game tonight. They came out and stunk, but I might just stick with Pickard in game 6.
I mean, at the end of the day, he has given up 4 goals on 18 shots faced. That's worse than Stu has been at any point, I think. Like, I know Stu gave up 3 goals in the first period, but
Yeah, I would go back to Stu. The ceiling element is just like the only thing that kind of
plus,
matters.
I mean, I guess I know the game 4 thing fell apart, but Stu after getting pulled, like Stu after he's forced to sit, tends to be pretty good.
Nobody's saying it's Pickard's fault. I don't think.
No. He wasn't good, though.
No. But based off the way they played, it wouldn't have mattered who was in net. I'll have to sit with it, but I think you go Stu.
I will say, terrible look for the McFlurries that fourth goal was scored quite literally as they were being procured.
Just didn't get him soon enough.
I guess so. Yeah, 3 goals in 9 minutes, anybody?
Yeah, Chad's saying like no Oiler have been good. I mean, that's been the case of like almost every game they've lost, with the exception of the first one. Like their last 2 losses wouldn't have mattered who was in the net because they were that bad in front of them. What?
Mike from Uber and said, 6 minutes ago, he said, all the Brad Marchand slanderers take a lap. First ballot. And Jeff go tweeted it and said, are the Brad Marchand slanderers in the room right now with us, Mike?
I know.
No, I was talking to you about that, Sean, off the show. People are like, and Brad Marchand, who may very well be a Hall of Famer. Like, people are, it's such a straw man thing to be like, and like, people wonder if he can be a Hall of Fame.
He is a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer. And that's not to say like he's the best player ever, but he
the
was
one
awesome. And if you're awesome in this league, you get in the Hall of Fame.
The one thing I'll give Mike is that he is arguing that he's a first ballot Hall of Famer specifically, which I guess maybe that was more of a conversation. But yeah, I mean, at this point, especially now that he's not a Bruin.
Damn, this is not.
Everyone
Is this
loves
what you're saying with the McFlurry? It's not mixed in at all.
It's that it's a bunch of ice cream with toppings.
Yeah. I'm not a ballot head. I don't care about ballots.
About what? Oh, ballots.
Like first ballot, second ballot.
Yeah.
I vote like 8 times an election.
Same. The only instance in which I care about ballots is if someone's someone like I like a unanimous or whatever, or the fact that Eli Manning specifically cannot say that he was a first ballot Hall of Famer. Because I'm fine if you think he should be a Hall of Famer, but it is not a surefire thing, and he doesn't deserve the honor of being first ballot.
No, it would have rocked if the Nick Suzuki first place Hart vote prevented a unanimous
dude
Connor Hellebuck Hart.
That would have rocked.
I would have loved that guy.
That would have rocked.
Because,
you're like, listen, I'm not voting a goalie.
Shouldn't have won, and he almost won unanimously. If it weren't for one brave, absolute party animal, who went Nick Suzuki.
I love, like you ask him what his reason is, and he's like, I can't vote for a goalie. It's like, okay, well, but I mean, there was other forwards.
What's wrong with Kucherov?
He didn't try in the skills competition last year.
Yeah.
How many first ballots between both teams on the ice? McDavid, Draisaitl, Perry.
2. Yeah.
McDavid, Draisaitl, Perry. You don't think Bob's or are you just saying Oilers?
Nah.
You don't think Bob's first ballot?
No way.
I mean,
if he with 2 Stanley
one
Cups,
of 4 goalies with multiple cups and multiple Vezinas.
Yeah. He doesn't have multiple cups.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying if he wins? Yeah.
Connor McDavid, third fastest player to 150 playoff points, 95 games.
Hang the banner. Barkov.
Barkov's going to have the most Selkies ever.
Joel says Perry is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. No way. I would not say no way.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no way. I mean, it also depends, like, who's going to be on the ballot when he's on the ballot.
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point, him and Connor McDavid might be eligible at the same time.
Oh, I fucking hate that. That's so like that's like a clinching game sort of thing.
Well, it was also a sick goal.
He wasn't saying what a goal.
Oh my God.
Because famously, that is why "oh my God" is shortened to OMG for when you are saying the syllables.
Katie asked where my Avs hat was because I usually have it right here. I had to move it for Oilers Nation the other day, even though I was never actually on camera. But
look at that hat.
It's a good hat. I can't wear this right now. It feels like I'm cursing something or someone. I don't know who or what. I love how absolutely fucked my background is. Just completely random.
And it kind of just like happened organically over time.
Yeah, I mean, this is this Thor I won at Greta in Edmonton. Fun fact. Not that he's really on there. Dino Tail from Dino Hour.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck me.
I thought that went in.
I need Brad Marchand to have an empty netter. Oh wow, I very much thought that was a goal.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird how far behind I am, you guys, today. I need
Marchand hat trick.
I mean, I need this. They're taking a look at it at the whistle, I would assume.
I think they would have already blown it.
Yeah, true.
that net has been playing tricks on us tonight.
I also thought I saw a delay of game over glass that didn't happen.
Maybe the Oilers should play the entirety of Game 6 with no goalie.
I mean, Calvin Pickard was trying for that in the first period.
Dan says, watch Edmonton win Game 6 and then lose Game 7. I think that's kind of that's what I'm expecting at this point.
I mean, I'll be pissed off at everyone involved. Like, if the Florida Panthers are going to win this series, you better fucking do it in Game 6. Because not even from like a not wanting to travel standpoint, I would just be sad to be in Edmonton after them losing Game 7.
How insane must it be from DJ's perspective, specifically to interview Marchand about how stacked Florida is and being traded and how he actually likes them, to watching him steal the cup from McDavid?
I'd expect nothing less from him.
It is kind of crazy that, like, mere months, just a few months after we talked about Brad Marchand, talked to Brad Marchand about being traded, and he, like, pretty emphatically shut down the idea of being traded, and then
No, he didn't.
Shut down the idea of wanting to be traded.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
But he definitely...
I would say he, like, very clearly was like, I don't think that I'm going to get traded.
He said, but it's not worth talking. But I don't spend too much time on it because I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, I think he made it clear that he wanted to be a Bruin for the rest of his life, the rest of his career. But
no, at that point, and in hindsight, but like also I knew factually at that point he knew that it was possible that he wasn't finishing the season with the
Possible,
Bruins.
yeah, but I think that he shut it down or threw water on it, and then months later, I mean, he's like a Conn Smythe favorite.
He threw the expected water that you throw on somebody when you're talking about potentially getting traded. Like, I know that like Felger and Maz were using that clip on their show to be like, yeah, so this is on the table.
Shrub says Oilers have no business winning 2 games. This series should have been over tonight. Severely outplayed minus like 2 periods.
I would disagree with that.
I mean, they've been outplayed in this game. Obviously, outplayed in all of Game 3. But like 1 and 2 were very
close.
Very close, yeah.
There were just like really big swings.
Oh, yeah.
Who is that? That is Corey Perry, first ballot Hall of Fame.
This is fucking nothing for these guys. 2 goals in 3:13.
I mean,
nothing.
Yeah, you better fucking net one of these up. You put one in the empty net. I have multiple people in my mentions suggesting that guy who took off the Oilers jersey to reveal a Panthers jersey is a league plant.
Is a what?
A plant.
A plant?
Yes.
I mean, they did know to cut to him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What we got?
I love Rose's Spanish hockey tweets. Gol de Edmonton con los 6 hombres en el hielo número 90. Goal for Edmonton with 6 people on the ice, number 90.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Tell you, I would have been quite scared.
I do think they are scoring another goal, at least. Oh! My
would've been
God.
some timing.
I mean, Panthers should be shooting for the empty net from
Bob
their
goal?
own zone every
Bob goal?
chance.
Bob
They
goal?
love icing it when
Yes,
there's a goalie in
exactly.
the other net, so why not just do it when there isn't one?
Nice.
Bob score. Oh, you coward.
Bob score.
Ultimate Oilers respect.
Somebody said Oilers need boob flasher, and Love Your Life said someone needs to show hole. Jesus.
To get the boys going.
Oilers have just spent so much time chasing games.
I'm just coming over there to watch the game.
Huh?
I'm coming over there to watch.
Slide in a little bit more so you're on cam.
Oh,
Oh, no. There it is. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Oi.
such
Well
a fucking
then.
bad game.
Yeah, that's a terrible game.
I'm a Panthers guy.
Everyone knows that about you.
I'm a Panthers guy.
That whole team is stacked.
You would think.
Yeah, I was gonna say you would think, but also they were down 3-0 last year. Granted, they didn't have.
They only had like one.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, we get 2 days off. Next game is Tuesday. Yeah, I guess that makes. Yeah, I guess that could have that. Yeah. Well, they had 1 day off last time for the travel. They had one day off before this for the travel.
Did they?
Yeah, last game was Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking about how one of the teams had to have left the night of. The Oilers left the night of. Los Gatos goal. Con gol sin. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read Spanish from that far away. I'm glad that Pickard started this game because if Stu had started this game and finished the game, I don't think we'd get to have the who do you start in Game 6 conversation.
Yeah.
At least there's something to talk about. Oh, here's there was Stu looking down at the monitor, like Otter and Ray. Do you think there's a weird way in which this is good for Stu's confidence? I mean, I feel like Stu's a very confident guy, but he's just like, see you dumb motherfuckers? It's not my fault.
Oh,
Like, I know I can play well.
yeah.
Who's the Oilers' third string goalie? Ha, I actually know that. His name is Olivia Rodrigo. He's there, right? They have a third goalie, like up.
Yeah,
with the
he'd
Black
be-
Aces.
I mean, he's at the very least one of the Black Aces.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool. Mix it up. Come on,
Yes.
guys.
The
Mix
grit,
it up.
the grit. We've been waiting for it.
I was hoping to see that grit.
I mean, you can't. The Oilers. This is the last thing you can do in this situation because now you just look like fucking massive losers, like you did after Game 3.
Yep.
They're all just laughing in your face. Trent Frederick getting manhandled.
All right, folks. I'm going to turn my attention to you, friends, in just a second. Blasting out a tweet. We'll do a quick little post game here.
How do you do stars for this one? Olivier Rodrigue for Game 6. No way those guys play like assholes with Rodrigue in that.
Okay, you want to throw the chat up if you would? And we'll do a few minutes and then we will kindly fuck off. Okay. Let it not be lost that that's a great performance from the Panthers, who in the first period did not leak a fucking drop. So that's something that if Edmonton did, everyone would say like, oh, this is what they're doing against Dallas all over again. They just got a taste of their own medicine. They didn't get anything in the first period. So credit where it's due. Panthers are an awesome team. As I say every time, they may very well be the better team.
They're your Kansas City Chiefs, man.
However, what a fucking anemic performance. Two things can be true at the same time. One team could be stifling in the first period, have the puck the whole time. But damn, like Petey talks about the first 10 minutes of the game, they're going to throw their best punch at you. You got to withstand that. And then like, how do you respond after? And there was just like no response. There was just, we're not doing goals tonight. We're not doing scoring chances tonight. We're not going to have the puck tonight.
Yeah.
Rough.
When we talked about it on Oilers Nation, this is kind of the flip side of like the silver linings I had where like, if I'm the I had said that if I'm the Panthers, I'm terrified because McDavid hasn't shown up and the Oilers have been complete assholes. And if those two things stop happening, the Oilers, you have to imagine, are going to be dominant. I mean, Connor McDavid scored a goal. I wouldn't say necessarily showed up in Connor McDavid, but they didn't have a metric fuck ton of penalties and they still got their asses kicked.
Famous, yes.
That's not great.
I don't know where you go from here if you're the Edmonton Oilers. You kind of pulled all of your emergency parachutes.
That's the thing. Like, you are going to have games where you did what you planned to do and the Panthers won. Like, you don't win the game because you correctly guessed which of your two goaltenders in whom you have not super high confidence you chose. If you're like, yeah, you know what? Pickard was going to play better tonight than Stu would play. Sweet. Score goals.
Yeah, I mean, there's another, or at least one more game, maybe two. Do you think the Royal We, got too caught up with how much the bottom six of the Edmonton, like the depth of the Edmonton Oilers was overperforming, and that was more of an outlier than like the reality of who the Edmonton Oilers are?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were all performing at unsustainable clips.
Yeah.
And not even the bottom sixers, like not like take like Adam Henrique and Matthias Janmark. Like, God, I haven't thought about Matthias Janmark other than him not getting a stick on a scoring chance for the Panthers and being on the ice when I want to say it was the first goal, second goal. I forget. Take those guys out of it, like the fourth liners that are playing with Draisaitl. Kasperi Kapanen wasn't in the lineup tonight. They scratched him because they were like, this guy's kind of fucking useless right now.
And I get that it's like a little bit of a bit, but it does kind of feel like Jeff Skinner had a little bit of magic. Like, he'd pop up and he'd do that. That hasn't done anything.
I mean, I thought, and this happened again tonight. I saw everybody say, "Oh, it feels like this series is going to end on Tuesday." This seems like the Oilers, and maybe they're out of gas. That's why I was saying after that game on Thursday, this is not necessarily going 7. Panthers could just shut this shit down. Oilers could just do what they do every series, which is say, once we start winning, we're not going to stop winning, and that's that. But I'm remaining no takeaway. I'm not doing it looks like the Panthers are really put these boys away. Like, it does, but I'm not going to be stupid enough to say that that's what's happening.
I'm not going to believe that this series won't feature a Connor McDavid game until it is over.
Yes, that's fair. But
and so, yeah.
Was game 1 of the first round against the Kings a Connor McDavid game? I would say so. And they lost it.
Yeah, I mean, they could lose a Connor McDavid game, but still.
Do you mean a Connor McDavid game as in McDavid has 3 or 4 points?
That's the greatest player of all time.
Oh, yeah. Right. Or like the story of the game is, holy shit, did you see the Connor McDavid stuff last night? Because a lot of times Connor McDavid will have like 2 or 3 points and the story can be a bunch of other things. You see that sick Marchand goal. You see this or whatever. But like a vintage Connor McDavid game, like some shit like game 6 against Dallas in the Western Conference Final last year where he scored that absolutely bonkersville goal. Shit like that where after that game, it was a footnote that the Oilers had won the Western Conference. They were like, did you just see that Connor McDavid goal? So yes, that could still be coming.
Yeah.
What are we getting in the chat? Do we have anything fun? Do we have any
Hyman,
super chats?
No super chats doesn't look like, but a couple of people mentioning how massive the loss of Zach Hyman has been in this series.
Yes.
It certainly feels like it.
Especially when the depth was going to dry up. Like the third and fourth liners were going to stop scoring 2 goals a game. But I've seen people say it, and it's so right. The uniting Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl when the going gets tough does not pack the same punch when it's not Zach Hyman too, where you have the best player ever, the best passer ever, and a like guaranteed time-tested finisher. Also the best passer ever, can score very, very easily. Also the best player ever, has scored all 10 of your top 10 goals you've seen in your life. Like that is as impenetrable an offensive force as exists. And still, McDavid, Draisaitl plus anybody is the best line in hockey. But damn, it feels like less of a cheat code when you don't have Zach Hyman.
Yeah. Panthers was really fucking good, man.
Yeah, so Cam G says Panthers completely dominant tonight. That was a hard watch.
That's like vintage Florida Panthers. Like not just being better than you, but also making you want to die. And like
and
ripping your soul from you,
giving you 15 seconds where you thought like, oh
yeah, they'll fuck
this.
around a little bit. They'll give you a shred of hope. Like McDavid scores that goal, and that's what I was gonna say earlier. Is like McDavid scored that goal, and I'm like, I was half joking when I said McDavid hat trick in the third period. Could do that.
Oilers should have won game 2. Series should have been 1-1 after 2. Like those games were so close.
Yeah.
I mean, they
were
both 3
coin
overtimes.
Flips. They were both coin flips. Yeah.
Yeah. And Panthers very easily could have won game 4. The Bennett hit post. Pickard almost kind of put it in his own net there. I didn't like Pickard tonight. I didn't think that he was bad, but I didn't like him.
I mean, I think that was the prime example of the low ceiling. Like the maybe high floor, I guess, but low ceiling.
Even there, like he was never he wasn't like every scoring chance I thought it was going to go in the way that you do feel when Stu doesn't have it.
Yeah.
But
there's also like not any stealing goals away like when he does have it.
3 should have stopped and also almost like passed them a goal after mishandling the puck at the end of regulation.
Just trying to be like Stu.
Just trying to make a play. Trying to make a play, coach. Let's see. The Bolts are a likable team, not the Cats. I disagree. I think the Florida Panthers are quite likable. They're in a, like, they want you to hate them kind of way. I was annoyed watching Matthew Tkachuk doing the, like, oh, like, guys thing when Marchand scored that goal. So I was like, yo, yes, you have won game 6. I'm hammering that as bulletin board material if I'm Edmonton. Stacey Faye with the super chat who says, I just hope both teams go for ice cream. I'll tell you what, I don't feel amazing after that Mick, what do we call that? Crispy?
McFlurry? Didn't
really do anything for me.
Crispy? Yeah.
It tasted good, but I just felt bad when I ate it.
I haven't touched my McFlurry yet with the McChicken, hot and spicy McChicken.
Bruins baby from birth till death, says Bag. Everybody subscribe, by the way, if you are in here. And make sure that you press like. We're so bad at telling you to like these videos. We are doing these videos and these streams because we want to watch the game with you. We also want these videos to be put in front of people who don't know us yet. So please make sure that you like, definitely that you subscribe because we have daily episodes, and also buy our merch in the show description on YouTube. You will see the link to get that What Mutt hoodie made by Dishin. It's incredible. Hardwood says you can't root against Marshy. I definitely can't root against Marshy.
I can't at this point.
I get how people don't like him. He has made his bed in certain respects, and he will be the first to tell you that. Mm-hmm. But he also knows that, like, they all think I'm awesome.
I mean, it seems pretty clear at this point.
You guys hate us because we're going to beat your McJesus again. That's from Fuck Yo Mama Twice. That's an
two-time
awesome name.
It is. It's Roy's burner.
That is. Hate us because you ain't us.
I'm rooting for the Panthers.
Yeah, Sean's rooting. Yeah, maybe that's directed to Oilers fans in the chat. Yeah, I'm not rooting against Florida. I'm rooting for Edmonton. Think you guys said at the start of the series Marchand would something. I missed it, but what I'm saying at the end of the series is Marchand would be a problem, and holy shit, he has been.
I don't think anybody. I mean, maybe I'm just speaking for myself.
I don't think he was scoring like.
I don't think anybody
multiple goals a game.
Yeah, like he seems like he's the second best player on the team right now.
Yeah, he's getting 4 years, and hopefully he's getting it from the Utah Mammoth.
Well, I think you were getting the ice cream when I brought it up, but our friend Jared Hall quote tweeted a video of a second goal with a screenshot of Gus Fring from Breaking Bad with it's $74 million for 4 years of your time. Was the
yeah. $74 million.
I'll pay him.
Love you, DJ. I don't like the Oilers, but I feel your pain as a Kings fan. Why? What has ever happened to the LA Kings? At least you guys got a harmonica club.
True.
I'm not down though. Like I'm very disappointed in this game. I know that they can come back from down 3-2 in a series. That is the
They just need to
smallest
win
fucking
one.
potatoes for these guys.
Yeah.
But damn, it just fucking sucks that it came with such an anemic performance. Brad Marchand's talking to TNT. See what that wise ass is saying. Damn, Marchand has not trimmed the mustache at all. Like
This is a
like
true,
you know about like you do this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
This
you
is like
have
a
to.
real playoff beard. Like I'm
He
not
is
touching this shit.
really eating's gotta suck for that guy. It's so,
Yeah, I just had to trim my mustache a little bit today because it was getting to the point where the corners were getting caught in my mouth.
and then it gets right. Eating
Yeah.
is bad.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is the longest my mustache has been in a while. I haven't touched it.
Bag says, "What happened to the deadline paintings? We got them. We got. Oh, where's the Marchand one? Do we got Marchand? Yeah. Oh yeah, we have. Oilers suck when I work, and I'm off Tuesday and Friday. Oil men in 7. Okay, love that. Oilers in 6. I mean, I bet Oilers in 6 after game 3, and I felt cool as shit after game 4.
I mean, I've said this. I have what's it called? Avery. I have DM'd every series predicting that the Oilers would lose.
Mm.
And I've been wrong every time, obviously. And this one I did say Oilers. I said Panthers in 6.
Mm.
So maybe I actually will get one.
Everybody, make sure that you like and subscribe. Definitely press the like button. Yeah, this is Brad. Nope, this is Brad Marchand. This is Florida Panther, and this is Jake Wallman hitting the gritty, famously. Okay, Jose Pantalones, which could be a joke name, says, "Happy birthday, Mr. Trump." Do we have
Was that today or was
confirmation on a
Well,
Trump birthday?
that's what the parade today was for.
Is that like
The military parade was in part his birthday parade.
Are you fucking with me?
No,
Oh, do you do that?
no.
Oh, my
That's why it's so fucked. Yeah, it's fucking insane. We don't do
Trump held
military
a
parades
parade
at all.
for his birthday.
It was
Boston did like Pride.
Yeah, there was a lot of parades today.
Like-
But the parade, it was like a military parade. It was just like on his birthday.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, the Main Street Exile says, "I hate the Bruins for letting the Panthers have Marchand." I think that Sean is like the only person in the world who loves, other than Panthers fans, who loves the Bruins for letting the Panthers have Marchand.
Yeah,
It's a bad
I mean,
look for them.
Well, yeah,
and
because it takes
ruins Bruins fans' lives.
Yeah, like I'm in a very particular situation that allows me to enjoy this to an extent that most people don't get to.
I'm quoting Mike Ryan, "That piece of crap played a great game," referring to Brad Marchand. We're going to have Mike Ryan on soon. We have to have
What is
him.
TNT doing?
I saw that they were doing some questionable photoshops.
Is everybody in a sauna with blizzards? If you
Wait.
take a blizzard into a sauna, you should be put into federal prison.
Yes.
That's the second time I've called for someone to be put into
If
federal
you
prison
bring
today, by the way.
anything into a sauna, you should be put in federal prison.
Anything?
Anything.
I was gonna say, I feel
bring
like
a book?
Yeah, I feel like I've never been in a sauna, but I feel like I've seen people take books and maybe like listen to music in a sauna. That seems like it would be
Oh, no. I hate when people listen to music in the sauna.
with headphones on.
Yes. I mean,
I feel like
the current gym I go to rocks, and you're not getting people misbehaving. The gym I went to last had a sauna, and dudes would go in there. It was always men with their phone, and they would just like either play their music so loudly on headphones that I could hear, or they would play music on their phone. And I was
yeah,
like,
that's unacceptable.
what are we fucking
You
doing?
got to whatever you do, you have to keep it to yourself. My biggest thing with bringing a book and or music in is that I feel like it would be too wet for that.
Yes.
But-
what happens to the book? But aren't you sweating onto it? Okay. Off mic, we are being told sometimes it's nice.
I mean, it seems like it would be nice in theory.
Counter argument. All right. We've got much more coming. I don't know if we're gonna. There's talk of squeezing in something tomorrow that
Seems
might
a lot
be not live.
a lot less interesting now.
What?
Like doing that tomorrow?
Oh yeah. Like I think it's disrespectful to all the fathers out there to
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that was tomorrow.
work on their birthdays. But
Yes.
all right. Well, we appreciate you. We're gonna be back with a stream on Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. And then we'll be in Edmonton on Friday.
I'm not willing to say that for sure.
All right. We'll see. Pete, do you want to get in the last?
everybody.
Bye-bye. Okay. We'll talk to you. Yes, if you don't hear from us tomorrow, we'll talk to you Monday. You know how it works. Bye. Thanks, everybody.
We all silly like the mayor.